Hello, hello, hello! Welcome. I need to try and get that transition from unmuting my microphone to turning down the sound somehow more streamlined. But we're fine. It's fine. We'll just deal with it for now. Hello, hello. We are animatic drawing today. Sorry if you can hear me readjusting my microphone. That is what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Anyway, hi. We feeling all right? I'm kind of tired of drawing, I'm gonna be honest. No. I've been busy. I've been so busy with the animatic. 8 months already. Wow. Hiya, Crow. 8 months. Awesome. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Thank you for resubbing, my brother. Yeah. The relationship burns today. That is the case. That is what we're doing. I gathered a bit of reference shots, but otherwise I've been incredibly busy with this animatic. I have been stupidly busy, working really hard on it. I literally yesterday I did all the base drawing. I did all the base drawing of all the 90 flipping frames, which took me into like midnight yesterday. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got that done. But today, you can maybe tell I've gathered a couple of reference pictures here because I have not yet sketched this properly. I have not yet properly had a go at sketching. So yeah, that's my fault. Oops, I guess. I'm gonna figure this out as I go along because I thought I could do this off stream, but I could also do this on stream, and I feel like I might be more productive on stream, as it is the case with many of these drawings. I'm just gonna quickly switch off the thing and hope it doesn't crash the stream. Sometimes it does. Last stream we did this drawing. I should probably put these into a different folder so that I can show them without closing everything. But we did this one last time. Lots of fire. Trouble on top of the tower above the, what was it? The cake fort, the trifle, the... What's it called? It had a proper name. I can't remember the name. The cake base. The layered defense. Spiky defense? No, I honestly no idea. Had so many people gave it so many different names. No clue. Spiky fort? Alright, spiky fort. Well, we'll go with that for now. So last time we did that. Don't mind me taking a sip of my drink. Twitch has got a new thing that shows up when there's a returning chatter, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. Apparently you're a returning chatter, Hawkwing. Which I already know is to be true. Just readjusting my microphone so that I speak into it better. I had a bit of a fiddle around with it with ukulele stuff. Just so I kind of moved it all over the place. But yeah, we did this last time. Lots of fire. Kind of a bit of a callback to the last stand on Magic Mountain that Martin had in Last Life. I feel like the music's still a little bit loud. I will turn it down a bit more. It's a bit loud in my ear. The levels look a bit loud for you guys as well. Anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a callback with all the arrows and stuff. I'm thinking of maybe if I have time, and if it makes sense in the movement, to make the arrows kind of like move upwards. We'll see if I can improve that in the editing side of things, or if I can make the fire move. We'll see. We'll see how we'll see how it goes. I'd be interested to try it. I'd be interested to try adding some more dynamics in these illustrations because we do have all this on different layers. Which means I could move it all onto different layers, right? Although it is a bit of a mess, I've got to be honest, this drawing heap is a bit of a mess. So we could like have the arrows fly in at a specific point. And yeah, we'll figure it out, But before that, I'm going to have to deactivate the iPad layer again. Before you guys see all the spoilers that I have on my screen right now. Oh, you can't see them. But before that, we did the ranch. So there's a theme going on with these stream drawings. I'm going to be honest. I like drawing fire on stream. There's a lot of fire going on in these streams. But arguably the most iconic fire. Oh well, the ranch was incredibly iconic actually. But one of the most iconic fires in Double Life was the ship. It was the ship burning, because after the ship burnt, everything burnt. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, hello. My stickers just fell off. I've got stickers on my computer to kind of hide the view account because I don't need to know. But now they've fallen. Oh well. Hello, I'll buy a Rix. I'll buy a Rix. Let me know if I mispronounce. I think that's the one, right? Welcome back. Hiya. Hello, hello, hello. So, I've got a couple of reference pictures here of actual boats and the relationship itself. Hiya, Orange. I'm gonna have to figure out, because none of these are in the perspective that I have here, and I kind of like the perspective like from below looking up. It's just, oh no, these guys are in the same. I want these guys to be tiny if I even have them at all. In the drawing, maybe not. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. But they're currently just in the hello. Oof. Wrong layer. Let's copy and paste them. Just get them out of the way, so we don't have to think about them. The boat boys. Clear. Right. They're gone. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of like a real tough perspective, like from below. We're looking up at the ship from down below. It's probably the worst brush. I tell you what, I've been having a good time drawing Ren's Hawaiian shirt with these flowers. It's literally like every single time I have to draw Ren's Hawaiian shirt or color it out, at least it's just tap, tap, tap. Good. I've done the thinking of it. I love this flower brush, but I've been using that a lot. Back to the subject at hand. It'd be quite cool to have like a top-down, not top-down, the opposite of a top. What is the opposite of a top-down view? Like a bottom-up, I guess. That sounds weird. That sounds like something you do with glasses. Bottoms up, and all that jazz. I have, funnily enough, drawn a couple of ships in my past. Something that I used to enjoy drawing, but I haven't for a long time. One of the first proper paintings that I did was a ship, but like I don't think I've ever done a digital drawing of a ship. It might be something that comes soon, because honestly, my starter house on the Pearl SMP, it's not 100% finished yet. I have started work. I have been working on it today, actually. But yeah, that's a ship. So maybe there'll be some art of that at some point soon. Now the question is, do we want kind of like this side view? It feels a bit long, because the relationship is actually quite a short ship. Yeah. It's not actually that massive, so we'll just maybe tighten it a bit, I guess. Yeah. We'll figure out the terrain around it. I feel like we should just have it on a hill, honestly. I know it was kind of on a hill in the cliff. Maybe we're looking down from the cliff. Maybe that's what we're doing. Because I like the idea of it just being on a hill. And we move everything down a bit. Kind of like definitely very much a beach ship. And yeah, we need to leave enough room for the flames, because the flames are going to be important. I'm also thinking it's a 2-mast. Has it got 2 masts? Not really, actually. It has got 2 masts, but not 2 sails hanging from the masts, which is interesting. I'm going to do some improvisation. I always like to say stay fairly true to Minecraft builds, if possible, if I'm drawing them. So I maybe should have started this on a new layer, to be honest, because this layer's a mess. This was like a 5-minute drawing just to get something down for the frame. I need to quickly grab my, where is it? There it is. My drawing glove. It is a hot day today. Aloha, Zimmer. Hello, hello, hello. We've got more burning going on. Yeah, we've got the ship. Oh, I keep knocking my microphone. It's so bad. I feel like I need to tighten the things. The notches, because it keeps like thinging down. Hi, Cliver. Hello, hello, hello. Oopsie. You good? You gonna stay up there? Because I don't really want to knock you with my thing. There's gonna be a lot of burning in this animatic. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, every frame that Tango's in has got a little bit of burning in there. But honestly, all the drawings that I'm actually doing on this that I've definitely done so far, I don't think there's gonna be that much fire, to be fair. I think they're just perfect for drawing on stream. Maybe base burn at some point, yeah. Because they're big like landscape shots and they're much more fun to do on stream. Right, let's have a look at the the details. So we have like you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make these thumbnails or these references incredibly tiny. No, that was the only house that stayed in the end, but it was very unflammable, I guess. Did they build it out of concrete? Actually, I just realised, did they build it out of concrete? Because, goodness me, that's quite a tricky resource to come by. You'd have to... Hold on. They grabbed so much sand. The wood part burned? Okay. They grabbed so much sand. And they turned it into concrete. I mean, what? I feel that feels weird. Why would they do that? It doesn't make sense. Well, to make a nice space, I guess. That seems to be B-Dubs' common thing whenever he is in a live series. Like make base pretty. Make base one of the prettiest on the server. Make base look good. How are we feeling on the shape for this? They used snow? Did they use snow? Could be. Because it would be really weird if they used concrete. Did they have a snow golem in the corner? It would make sense, I guess. only B-Dubs would do that, yeah, to be honest. But they had torches everywhere. I'd have to look back, honestly. They had torches everywhere, surely. Hello? What layer am I on? Oh, I'm on the flippin' reference layer. It's just... There we go. If anyone feels like going to check up to see... to look up whether the mid-century modern house was built out of snow, I'd be really intrigued to know, I'm going to be honest. And they had a couple of they had a couple of pokey holes. They had a ladder leading down. I'm going to make it like a thingy ladder, so it's like flying in the wind. Sort of, maybe. And then portholes. How detailed is the ship going to be? I have no idea. I like drawing ships. I like building ships. Oh, building ships in survival, building ships is a pain. As I have realized, because I made the stupid mistake of making my starter base a ship. And I made the sails out of quartz, but it's fine. It's fine. We've kind of got these two things at the top here. And we also have... I'm going to draw the sails at the end because I think that'll be easiest. Or, parts of sails because they'll be on fire. I've been very much on fire. We do have a crow's nest up here. We have connecting... Yep, we do. So we'll kind of go like that. We have ropes there. All the ropes. Is that all the ropes to be drawn? Sort of, kind of. Yeah. I might just do a different... Let's get rid of that fire, it's annoying me. I'm going to do a different layer for the sails and maybe even a different colour. Let's do purple sails, why not? Or no, I'm going to do green sails just for kind of personal reasons. I've got some history with green sail chips. So, are we imagining the wind catching it? Looking at B-Dub's episode and his snow golem in his rice in his house. Okay. Okay. So it wasn't them using concrete. I was gonna say if they used concrete, then what? Honestly, where are their priorities? Where do they have their priorities straight is my question. Well, B-dubs never really does, I'm gonna be honest. Pretty house is what's on his mind with that kind of thing. We'll mess this ship up once we've kind of built it. Because obviously these sails won't have survived that long. Or that well. With the ship burning. But yeah. Well, we'll just do them for now. We'll have them for now. That's the only sail connected to this mast, so it might make this one bigger, I guess. Right. Oh, we do have crow's nests on both masts. I'm gonna be honest. I thought where is it? In the thumbnail here, I thought this platform, which you can't see because I'm not on the right layer, I thought this platform here was like massive crow's nest. And for some reason I didn't question it, but now looking at the other references to just the ugly platform that they have from the pillager house. Pillager house? Pillager outpost. So we have a ship. I'm gonna waste no time, I'm gonna start blocking in colours, I think. That might be an idea. Let's get the background first. Does anyone know if the ship burnt at night? No, I don't care. The ship's burning at night. I want nighttime ship burnage because we have had the previous burnings be at daytime, so we're gonna have a nighttime burning. that's we're gonna play more with light in this one. And yeah, I'm on the right layer. Let's just get back into the swing of things when it comes to colouring. It burnt in the day. Okay, I don't care. I'm drawing it at night, darn it. I was canon compliant on the other two as well. No, it's fine. Feel free to correct me. Doing Jimmy and Tango's funeral. We're just gonna ignore that. Thanks for letting me know. We're gonna consciously ignore the fact that that was when it burnt. I need that to be more saturated. So we'll make it nighttime. I kind of like distinctly remembered, or distantly remembered more like, it burning at day. Why did everything burn at day? Why can't anything like burn at night? I guess no one's out and about at night, to be fair. Too dangerous. But like, that would be so much more dramatic. Think of the fan artists, guys, when you commit your arson. Oh. Think of the fan artists when you commit your arson. Yeah. There's a lot of things where you could say, think of the fan artists. Think of us. Pray for us. Get some good like differences between the dark and light here. Just to add a bit of intrigue to the background. There's not really going to be much happening in the background. Great idea for Double Life Animatic that you want to make? If you want to share, do share. Always happy to find out people's ideas. Not in a way to steal them, but just to kind of like share creativity. Let me just hope it's a song that I know. But ever heard of the song Perfect Colour? Ah, darn it, I don't think I have. I listened to it after stream. Where are my notes? I do have notes usually. There it is. It's right next to me. Where's my pen? There's my pen. Messy desk. Listen to Perfect Colour. I can knock some stuff off my to-do list actually while I'm here. Such an interesting stream. Katie knocks stuff off her to-do list. Right. Oh, I look forward to the colour combination. I love the colour combination of like dark blues and bright yellows. Yellows? Bright, well, yellows and oranges, I guess. But, oh, this is going to be good. Right, let's do the mountain first. I think the mountain would be a good one to start with. Apparently Impulse's hair is a good dirt colour. How do you go from 800 to 1.3k in 10 minutes? I think if you're subbed, it goes up quicker. Okay, Impulse's hair is way too saturated for this scene. Also too bright. I think that's how it works. So Zim's gonna be pretty quick to rack up them points. So well, we just maybe mix in a bit of stone there, to be honest. That's way too bright. It's not really going to be that important, to be fair. But I do want the base of everything to be not just completely neglected. Subzone fast. Alright. Good to know. There we go, kind of like that. Bit messy, I guess. Maybe we'll just Gaussian blur it a bit just to get some of those transition. Maybe? I don't know. Do we want transitions? I don't know how detailed we want it down here. Well, I guess we could just smudge it a bit. I'll just smudge it a bit. Gaussian blur smudges everything. We don't necessarily need that. Yeah, I'll figure out it. I'll do more detail when the shading comes around. I will, however. Now the question is well, whose is this? Scar's eye color. It's good for grass. Hey, not bad, not bad. You just need a couple hundred more for a specific special. For a specific special channel redemption. I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. I do need to lower the opacity of this because otherwise I'm going to have no idea what I'm colouring or how I'm colouring it. We need some more sharper lines. I think the drop off we can just kind of leave like that, to be honest. I think I will duplicate the layer at some point. Might make the grass a bit darker, but then again we could also shade it. I'm just going to block in colours for now and then we'll figure it out. Just so we have a couple shapes to go off of. How about that? It's not a bad mountain, eh? Maybe there ain't no mountain high enough to keep the ship from burning. That's how the lyrics go, yeah? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how the lyrics go. Yeah. We want more of a cliff. Yeah, we'll do more of a cliff. Just take a sip of my iced coffee. So honestly, everything that I drink right now just has to have ice cubes in it. It is 33 degrees outside. I am melting. In the evening as well. It's just every stream. That's our little mention of the weather there, as we have in every stream. Me complaining about the weather. Winter soul here. That's way too saturated. Maybe I should just make a multiply layer over it. I think I will. Didn't I just say I'm going to block in the colours first before doing any shading? Oh well. Well. Getting colder where you live? I wish it were getting colder. It's just saying the same sweltering nuts weather. Yeah. Nuts weather-wise. It's just I can't live like this. I'm going to move to what's called to the North Pole. I'm going to move to the North Pole if it doesn't get any better. I'm going to live with the ice bears. Right? The polar bears. I can't believe I just called them ice bears. They're called ice bear in High German. I'm going to live with the ice bears. Yeah, the bears made out of ice. With the polar bears, I'm going to go to the South Pole to live with the penguins. I hope I didn't mix that up. I don't think I did. Yeah. Too hot. Or you'll just find me like on top of the highest mountain. You'll join me. Yeah, we'll set up like an independent nation. Coming night earlier. Well, I guess it kind of is. I mean, we've passed the summer solstice. The summer solstice. I'm just gonna readjust my stickers that I have for my computer because I am getting distracted by view account and I don't like that. Give me a second, guys. There we go. I don't need to know how many people are here. I just need to know that we're having a good time. Except on your grandparents' trampoline last night. Mr. Blue Sky. Oh, cool. I did that before. I did camping on a trampoline. And I kind of regretted it in the morning because the morning dew just really, really messed me up and gave me like a cold. And also the mosquitoes bit me to death. It was in theory a much more fun experience than it actually ended up being. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, sky's so blue. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky here either. It's a bit hazy today. It's a bit hazy. Just looking at my window. I haven't really paid attention to clouds today because I haven't actually been outside because it's just stupidly hot. Oh, come on. My stickers do not want to stick today. They've already fallen off again. I'm just not going to look up there in that corner. I need to get a proper sticker. No mosquitoes? Or due for you? Oh, then that sounds wonderful. That sounds like a wonderful experience. Good for you. We'll figure out how the light of the fire will reflect on the grass later. And you know what? While I'm here, I might just make it like I might overlay a blue over it, just so that we're more in tune with the environment around us. Let's just clipping mask it first. I'll do the same for the for this layer, the stone, and then imagine living without mosquitoes. I know, right? That would be so nice. Like, I could honestly, I wouldn't mind summer, honestly, even with the heat and everything. That's the wrong thing to do. Even with the heat and everything, I wouldn't mind summer if it just weren't for the bugs. If it weren't for the bugs, I'd be okay. I'd accept that summer is a thing that happens, and I'd actually probably quite enjoy it. And because then I could sleep with my window open, and I could just chill. And, you know, I could be nocturnal, completely nocturnal, and be outside at night, and I'd love that. I'd actually love that, because I love stargazing, and I love just spending time in the cool night in summer especially. But the thing that ruins it are like bugs and mosquitoes. It's really dark on my screen. Why? I guess because the drawing's dark, but I need to just up the brightness. I need to up the brightness for myself. Let's just multiply. I just realised my multiply layer here is actually green, which is not going to help us out. Let's make it blue. I'm going to make it look better. Oh, dealing with long-haired animals and bugs is annoying, I can imagine. Our cats get ticks every now and again, but they don't really head out into the fields much anymore, so they don't get them as much. Plus, we have like this thing that we put on them to get rid of ticks. And it seems to work fairly efficiently. We don't really have a problem for our cats, but I can imagine like bugs getting stuck in the fur and everything. So we'll maybe add a bit of texture with our lovely new brushes. I'm going to be fanning about these brushes forever. Which honestly, I'll be happy if I get good use out of them, because they cost quite a bit. So let's see, what textures can we add? Let's scroll through the nature files. I think this is all leaves. I thought correctly? Yeah. B has got water, clouds, more leaves. Aha, there we go, rock. We've been using a lot of this rock recently. Just add a bit of texture to this. Do we like that? I don't know. Just be a bit more subtle about it, maybe. Wonder if there's any ground texture we could use as well. Probably. Well, definitely, almost. Rocky B. Oh, so you're actually like a brush. Interesting. I'm just still fiddling with these brushes, really. I feel like if I weren't streaming, I'd just be fiddling with these for way too long. That's another good reason for me to be streaming these kind of drawings. 40 more points until we have the special big redemption, channel redemption points, I'm assuming. I look forward to it. I look forward to what we do. Right, let's see what we got for this? Ground. Yeah, we got ground stuff. Let's see. We can definitely probably use it in the shadows. I should probably be using, like, doing a highlight layer as well. But not right now. We still need to make the ship. This is just the rock that it stood on. So it's not as important. Let's start blocking in the ship then, maybe. I am gonna try and be more be better with my layers here. Be more organized. So I'm just gonna try and help myself here. Ground. Right. Next. Let's grab some colors from the ship itself and then adjust them, I say, to fit our needs. Do we want that brush? What brush have I been using? I think I have been using this brush so far, actually. I might go for the dark oak for the lighter part of the ship, and then like an even darker wood for darker part, because honestly, we are in the darkness. I do need to put the ship behind the ground. I do need to do that. So I'm going to block out the whole ship, and then we'll kind of alpha lock it or clip and mask it or whatever. Now, I do need to, I think, make this a lot less opaque so that I can see the edges better. Although I'll probably go over it more in the end. Hold on. How pointy are the tips of these ships? Can't really see very well. It's all blurry. I'll make it pointier. There we go. I felt like such an idiot going through looking for reference pictures, because I first went through Etho's videos for some stupid reason, because he wasn't even the one to build the flipping ship. But I thought, you know, maybe he'd be running around more, having more like distanced references, and I was a bit disappointed because the videos that I looked at didn't really, or that I scrolled through at least, didn't really have much apart from like really far distance things. And so then I went to Joel's, and literally the intro of his third episode is a cinematic replay mod sweep of the ship, where you can get all the reference pictures you need, and that's where this that at least 2 of the 3 reference pictures were from, and the third one is even from his thumbnail from that episode. So well done, well done, Katie. Why did I not think of Joel first to get references for the ship that he built? I don't know. Maybe I was just looking for an excuse to watch more Etho. Maybe. I do think I need to duplicate the ground layer. It's not very opaque. And I'll do the same with this layer while I'm here. There we go. Just so that the background doesn't shine through. Now, okay. Important question. And this might actually end up being so many layers. I'm thinking of doing like a separate layer for this mast, and a separate layer for the other mast, and then have the fire kind of like a separate layer for each like depth of the ship. So like a separate layer for the fire that goes here versus the fire that goes here versus the fire that goes here, right? And maybe the fire like that's outside as well, because that could be incredible if I get the fire moving in the animatic. But that is so much work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. If I can get like animation or just make the fire look like it's moving. Maybe I should before editing figure that out, whether I'm actually capable of doing that. That'd be an idea. But I will for now do different layers for the masts. And we'll try it. 30 more. We're getting there. Countdown. It could look great, but it'll take a while. Yeah, well. I feel like I'm not going to pull out any stops in this animatic. I'm going to do everything to the best of my ability. Because it's just such a big project anyway. Like, why not? Why not just go the extra mile? Or 2, or 3, or 10? So it'd be interesting to maybe have a play around in my editing program with that. We'll have a fiddle. We'll have a try. I'm gonna put the actual sails on different layers, and I think before I even like draw the sails, or I'm not gonna draw the sails. Aloha, Ellie. Welcome. Before I'm gonna decide like immediately how broken the sails are, or where the sails are broken, where the fire will have hit the sails. So I don't have to redraw the sails, because I feel like it's a bit, it's gonna be annoying if I draw the sails and then drawing them in a completely different position afterwards, and just part of the thought process. Katie's thinking. I'm using my brain, guys. That's a rarity. Bum, 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 bum. I need to find more fantasy music. That's all. I should make that part of my to-do list, actually. Just have that on the background while I'm coloring. Because right now, not Ellie. No Ellie here. Who's Ellie? Oh, I just knocked my microphone again. Well done, Katie. Any other details to add? Do I even want to add like the strings in between stuff? I probably do. That'll probably be actually quite cool if the strings reflected the fire quite nicely. Yeah. What do we have currently? How is this looking currently? It's a ship, definitely. I do need to duplicate that because that's a bit yeah, it's not opaque enough. Merge down. This one mast is incredibly bendy. Let's maybe just, that's a bit too bendy for my liking. Let's maybe hello? Can I please move it? It's not letting me. Fireboat or no fire? The ship burns. Fireboat. Definitely fireboat. Ship burns, everything burns, yeah. It's not even a question. That's a lot straighter. Although now the crow's nest looks a bit weird. Did I call it cockpit earlier? I feel like I called it cockpit earlier. Sort of like that, I guess. They're not going to be that important, really. Maybe extend it out this way and remove it a bit here. Yeah. Small ether. We're just going to have their silhouettes in the front here, and considering like the position that they're at with it on the thing, I don't even know if we'll have them in there because they'd have to be floating almost. Unless we make them like really tiny and they're right in front of the relationship, trying to set it to, oh, hello. If they're like tiny in here. How big is the relationship compared to those two? Sort of like that. Maybe. We could do. But they definitely appear in the next frame. But we're not going to be drawing the next frame, I guess. Hello? Wait, what layer would... Yeah, that layer. They're just on a rock like B-dubs. Same size as B-dubs needs. Considering, like, imagine there's a ravine down here. Well, on a hill, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it fits the composition of everything. We do not need the ground stuff at the moment. It's just going to be a question of whether or not you're watching from the spiky fort. Yeah, I think it would be the perspective from here. Like, I think this perspective from here, they'd have to be watching it almost from the ranch, because you'd have much more of a side view if you were watching from, or if you were watching the fire from the spiky fort. But yes, I get what you mean. Sails then, hey? Should we figure out some sails? I'll do them, obviously, white. Let's make them whatever this is. Color of Wren's buckle. Right, now let's figure out the sails, actually. Hold on. So if we add that on top of that one. I'm going to combine this down. So they're one layer. And call this one front mast. I feel like this is just going to be a big dicing and playing around with different layers. I think this one's kind of like already been eaten from the bottom. But still like hanging on to its final, so it's like its last limb here onto the top of the ship. Good point. There probably won't be much sail at this point. I'll just do kind of like leftover. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the one that'll be most intact, to be fair. Good point. Because I feel like the sails would go up first. If I started from the bottom, yeah. This was my thought exactly. So what if... Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Google pictures. We're on Uko tabs. Goodbye relations, yeah. Burning ship. Image. How? Yeah, that's a pretty good one to get reference for, like... you know what? Careful of your eyes. I'm just about to screenshot, so close your eyes if you're photosensitive. I know that can be jarring for some people. We'll add that into the thing. Add that into the mix. Insert a photo, insert that photo. I hope I didn't have any spoilers saved. The flashbang, yeah. So, ooh, I like the idea of having flames. Ooh, okay, hold on. Just thinking like how the front sail is connected. I like the idea of having like flames on the top of the sails. There as well. Oh, hello. Let's just put this to the rest of the references. Merge down. Otherwise, hold on, let me just, before I continue colouring this in, combine down. Mast. Sun. Mast. Do. Or backmast. Keep it consistent. Search history. I don't know if it shows up as like suggestions for me. I don't think it does. And what I do need to do is I need to do the like the strip of wood that the sail is. Boat terminology is a thing, and I should know a lot more than I actually do. Sort of like that. Is that a good? Yeah, it's a pretty good angle, I guess. And then maybe there. Maybe like... Hold on, this probably has to be shorter than the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one shorter. Because I don't want the other to be too long. Let's freeform it. And then... make this one longer. But with like perspective slightly less diagonal. If that is even visible. There we go. So now I know where the sails would come from. And I also say, yeah, I love the idea of like the top, these top bits burning as well. So we'll see. My favorite pair in Double Life. Ooh, I have to say, you've got me there. I really liked Tango and Jimmy. I thought that was just like a duo that was really, really cool together, but unexpectedly so, if that makes sense. You want to hear me sing in German? Oh, is this what you're saving up for, my dude? Is that what you're saving up for? I was assuming you were saving up for the ukulele interlude. And we got some have to think of a German song to sing. German songs exist. I know like 3 German songs and I've sung each of them already. Crow, are you still here? Do you know any German songs? I know a couple of Swiss German songs, but they are just bad. German songs. You have to let me think for a little bit. Right. Thing. Musical Interlude. Und sprechen Sie Deutsch. Okay, das heißt, ich muss jetzt Deutsch sprechen und singen. Ich weiß nicht für wie lang, aber ich nehme an für 2 Minuten. Oder vielleicht muss ich für 3 Minuten Deutsch reden. Ich muss mir die Sachen notieren. 2 Sekunden, ich schaue schnell nach. 1 Minute muss ich singen. Und ich muss 1 Minute Deutsch reden. Okay, das macht Sinn, In dem Fall Wecker stellen. Für... Oh nein, das ist ein Wecker. Das ist kein Wecker. So. Wecker. Und ich singe... Ja. Und ich singe diese Lieder, tanz mit Tränen in den Augen. Boe war für einen Tag ein Held und EMF kann es nicht glauben. Und ich stehe im lila Regen, ich will ein Feuerstarter sein. Whitney wird uns immer lieben und Michael lässt uns nie allein. Ich war willkommen im Dschungel und fremd im eigenen Land. Mein persönlicher Jesus in dem Gehirn total krank. Und ich frage mich, wann werd ich berühmt sein? So wie Rio, mein König für die Ewigkeit. Ich war am Ende der Straße angelangt, war ein Verlierer, Baby, doch dann hielt ich ein Cover in der Hand, darauf ein Mensch, der in Flammen stand. Kurt Cobain sagte, ich soll kommen, wie ich bin, und ich singe diese Lieder. And done. Oopsie, I restarted the timer. Done. There you go. Well, thank you so much. Thanks so much, my dude. Some of the channel point redemptions that we have. A couple of funny ones there. Been waiting for this and it's better than you thought it would be. I'm happy that was the case. What did you miss? There's nothing in the fridge. Oh dear. I had to sing in German for a minute. That's what you missed, my dude. I think there's time to clip it if someone wants to clip it. Oh, and I've got a song in my head. It's basically a song about songs. It's a guy where he's singing about like artists that inspired him and brought him like along the way. And he's singing about songs. So basically, he sings about like how Michael Jackson's watching over us, and I don't know what else we got. It's taking you way too much brain work to try and do the sails at the same time as this. I will make like a couple of holes in the sails while we're there. Kurt Cobain was one of them. Whitney Houston. Those kind of like iconic singers, like how they inspired the guy. That's kind of like what the song's about. And the song's literally called Lieder, which is the song's called Songs. Funnily enough. So I'm imagining like the straps are gone here. Although this, in hindsight, this sail up top here should be more intact than the one down below. So maybe we just kind of like make this one even worse for wear. Kind of like, just like a couple scraps left. Maybe it's, because I'm imagining it's attached. Oh no, it's actually attached by multiple places, isn't it? Yeah, it's attached all along the top. Eep. Figuring out ships with me. This is how this works. So we'll just kind of like have basically barely any scraps left here. It's almost like drawing fire, like just the randomness of it. Yay, did we get a clip? Oop. We'll figure out, like, also in the same vein as all this, where the fire is quite... The clip now exists. Awesome. Ooh, yeah, some scraps of thing flying away in the wind. Although we'll have a lot of particles anyway. Yeah, like they do here. Wow, you can totally see that like they do there. Maybe we could have like a scrap here flying away. Because we'll have a lot of particles with the fire. There's going to be a lot going on in this piece. Apparently, I've just decided the wind's coming from here. Flowing that direction, kind of, like... So that's we're going to keep in mind that that's where the fire is going to flow as well, I guess. How about that with some tatty, burnt up flag parts? We'll have the edges be pretty orange, like we do here, where the fire's still kind of roaring on them. Good to have this reference here, actually. It's quite a good reference to grab. I don't even know if I want this string. Hello? Oh, no, guys. You're in a cave with no items. Can't... Is this the Pearl SMP? Do I need to restart the server? Is anyone else online on the Pearl SMP? I haven't really been paying attention. No one's pinged me as an admin, so I've assumed that stuff has been going okay. No one's online. I'm just going to quickly restart the server in that case. If you're having trouble. Anyway. I've been on the wrong layer this whole time. Hold on. Copy and paste. Clear? Nope, we gotta select. What's the Pearl SMP? I'm happy you asked. Let me just help you out there. Exclamation mark. Pearl. That's not how you write it. We've got a Minecraft server together. If you're interested in joining, there's the link to the Discord. It's a survival Java edition 1.19 multiplayer server that we all hang out on. Read the rules and then let me know so I can whitelist. Don't break the rules. All that kind of thing. Right, let's merge these down. And then we can kind of improve the shape of this. Sort of like that. Yeah, free for anyone to join if you're a cool person. We like cool peeps. I mean, also, I guess while I'm here, we do also have a Discord for the Everon brand. That's not how you type in chat. Do you have a Discord for the like Everon/Miss Katie Rowe brand? Because the Pearl SMP is kind of separate from that. We do have a separate Discord for where we hang out as a little community for Everon and Miss Katie Rowe and all those kind of things. It's a cool place over there. There's a cute community. I enjoy the community at least. Hope people that are part of the community do as well. I need to maybe announce it more often, I guess. More than a month now. Just getting around to it. I've been thinking of getting myself like a second account. Just for reasons of like cam accounts and stuff. Because that would be very helpful. Or like sometimes I've built something on my creative test world and I'd like to reference it because I want to build it on a different server or a different world, and then I just have to keep rejoining, like log out of the server, log into the creative test world just to reference what I'm building, and then yeah, that wouldn't be an issue if I had a second account, I'm gonna be honest. Right, let's do a bit of scrappage here. Okay, you got stuff like good to know. I've never had like issues of like disconnecting and stuff. Which is strange. It kind of looks like a cow, like a cow's back. It was just me. little white dots. Oh no! Do not start painting on that. You need a different layer for that. There we go. So we'll just colour out these areas and see what it looks like. And then we'll detail, I guess, with different colours and stuff, because we do have different wood types that Joel built out of it. Can I just say, by the way, Double Life sessions are like 3 hours long, like half an hour on each side, so maybe 4 hours long. How in the world did Joel build this in 3 hours? How in the world did he build this ship in 3 hours? Because, okay, sure, my ship is bigger on the Pearl SMP, but only a little bit. And it's taken me like over a month to build it. I feel like, almost. Okay, I'm not on it all the time, but it's definitely taken more than 3 hours all in all. And it's such a faff. Such a faff to build. I do enjoy building ships when on creative, but man, those masks on survival. Speed. Joel is speed, yes. He's also tall and handsome, I've heard. And hot. No sensitive ego there at all. At all. At all. Because he's tall, you get it? Law. Don't forget tall, yeah. Sorry, I meant to say so. Tall. Yes, very much so. He's an interesting individual. Gotta love Joel. Right. I know this layer right now is incredibly see-through. Which, in hindsight, probably isn't really bad. It adds a lot of texture. But I think I'm going to duplicate it anyway. I'm not going to do it yet. I'll do the one. I'll colour this in first. Just because I don't want it to be too see-through. I like the textures on top, so I might go over it with like a... Who's my favourite character? Empire's character. Ooh. Hold on, I need to go through my brain what characters exist. So you've got Goblin Whip. You've got Sanctuary Dude Sausage. You've got Sun Princess Gem. You've got the Archaeologist Pix. You've got Tumbletown Sheriff Jimmy. You've got Pirate Joey. You've got Witch Shelby. Monster Hunter Catherine. Colourful Adventurer Guy Scott. Who else we got? Have I missed someone? Pix is a good job. I'm loving his like take on Empires this season. Like playing less of a character but more... Oh, False! What is False's story? I haven't really been keeping up to date. I haven't really seen her interact with many of the Empire's peeps. There we go. Is that too much tattiness? Maybe I'll make like some longer strands here. Going for steel. Ooh, I think that's very much a that very much suits her, I think. I'm gonna make this a bit longer. Sort of like that, I guess. Who's Frederick? Frederick? In general. Who's Frederick? I haven't even got Discord open. Too many tabs. The snail? I feel like I've missed something. Right, we'll have a couple of like thing bits flying away here as well. There? There's a snail you found. You need to see the snail. I don't have Discord open right now. I don't know how do I share it? There's a snail. There's Frederick. Hello, Frederick. I've got it on my computer, but like I don't think I'll open it on my iPad. Just in a sense of, I guess I could. Hold on, give me a second. What I could do is I could actually click on the picture. Everybody, I would like you to meet. Wait for it to load. Come on, take your time. Meet Frederick. This is the snail. Henry is... No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's broken. Am I still alive? Ah, it's broken. It's done it again. It's done it again. Hello? I would really like to... we can't see the snail. No, it's broken. Why? Please tell me I'm still alive. Bitrate seems fine. Just black screen. Yeah, I know. I can see the black screen. I don't know why it's done this. Don't know why it's done this. Why have you done this? At least I'm still alive. Give me a sec. I'm going to try and troubleshoot this. Don't know why. Oh, is it because it's messed up the... Oh, that was weird. We're back. No, we're good. It's fine. It's fine. Didn't crash. That's good. Yeah. Sometimes when I play around, I'm a bit disappointed with Streamlabs at the moment. Sometimes when I fiddle around with different scenes, it's just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna crash, and your stream's gonna crash, and you won't be able to open me unless you restart your computer. So like I have to restart my computer and then go live again, which is just the messiest thing in the world. Oh, guys, I forgot the sails back here. No, I'll do that on the same layer as this. Let's just get rid of these sails for now so I can figure out the height of the masts. That is kind of like... Oh no, so they come from that one. Ooh, okay. Hold on. So it actually does come from like this top one here. And it comes from like that one there. This is some weird thing. Oh, we've got hydrates. Don't tell me. Have you guys been like conspiring? Do you guys conspire behind my back when you want to do a hydrate train? 1, 2, 3, 4. For those of you unaware, if we get 10 hydrates in a row, I have to chug the rest of my bottle or my drink or any kind of drink that I have. And I'm going to have to chug half of my coffee here, which is never a fun experience, chugging coffee. How many we got? Oh, we got some first hydrates here by Albiorix. Welcome to the hydrators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 even. Okay, well, you guys are the best. No, that was just random. It's like you guys all share a brain cell, because as soon as someone hydrates, it's like, nah, immediately we all got to hydrate at one go. I need to drink my coffee. Okay, well, here we go. Down that. I'm going to be on the loo like at least 3 times this stream if I have to down this coffee like this, but that's fine. Iced coffee. At least all the ice cubes are melted. I just realised I'm trying to down the coffee through a straw. This is not going to work. I'm going to have to not take it through a straw. It's not the right glass to drink out of. I'm going to be honest, I need to... I always use this glass with a straw, so it's really weird to actually drink out of it. Yeah, not pleasant. Nice coffee. Oof, that's hit my head. Can't go back now. Yeah, no. It's either a club or a cult, depending on what you view it as. Welcome. Nice to have you. Oh, I don't have a lot left in my water bottle, so that's why I didn't take from my water bottle. I didn't... It's time for a jittery Katie. Yeah, this is how I'm going to draw from now on. Okay, line art. This is going to be fine. I'm totally not high on caffeine. It's fine. We pray to the Void Eyes also, true. I'm good. No jitteriness here. I'm going to be hyper now. You're going to have to deal with a hyper me now, so it's your fault. Your fault. I'm going to be singing along to the background music. And I'm going to be like probably needing a bathroom break in the next 10 minutes. Because that's what coffee does to me. Especially if I have to down it. That definitely wasn't as bad as some of the ones we've had. We've had like really awful ones where I've only just refilled my water bottle. And then we've had a hydrate train. Hyper Katie accidental spoilers? No! Unless I accidentally press the gallery button in my top right corner, there will not be accidental spoilers from me. Hyper Katie's a mean Katie. I love how I just said no. Right, hold on. Let's just figure out the shape of these sails. shape would these sails have? Hold on, where's the... I need a... Oh, it's only one sail. It's only one sail. You know what? In that case, I'm gonna make the... Oh, I'm burping now, sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, it's your guys' fault. I have more energy now, that's for sure. Maybe I'm just playing into it. Maybe I'm just playing into it. Maybe I've got more energy because... well, we know I've got more energy because the caffeine blast, but... I'm kind of concerned that I won't be able to sleep tonight because I've been... It's been weird because I've been sleeping pretty well, but I'm the kind of person, I need my 8 hours of sleep, otherwise I'm grumpy the next morning. But I've been waking up, like, bright awake after, like, 6 hours of sleeping, and I'm like, yes, I'm ready to tackle the day. And then, like, at 3 p.m, I'm just exhausted. I just went insane on purpose. I don't know if I went on insane on... Did I go insane? I just started talking. Maybe I am slightly more hyper. Sugar! Although, there's no sugar in that drink. Caffeine, I guess. Although there is sugar, I have vanilla ice cream in my iced coffee. That's what I do with my cold drinks. The animatic is totally making me excited, guys. I'm hyping for it. But I have to say, I have come to the silent... I've kind of, with this animatic, I've gone through the 5 stages of grief, right? Whereas denial that it's such a big animatic, because I don't... I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but for those of you that haven't heard yet, it's a 90 frame animatic. I think the exact number is 91 frames. 92, I can't remember. I've cut out some here and there. And the previous animatics that I've done have only been like 58. 5 stages of grain. 5 stages of grief. Because there's no scar involved here. Well, there kind of is, but like only slightly. And so if I hold on, let me just... I'm thinking. I need to think about the shape of this. Is that how these work? I need to get a proper... It's kind of how those kind of sails work. Okay, good. It'll be the best one yet, though. Yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm wanting to add more movement to it. There's more dynamic posing and everything. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. But it's massive. It's the scope. The scope of it is the project of like 2 animatics, and I make 1 animatic working on it in all my free time in like a month, usually. Well, that's like been the case so far with the most animatics that kind of like are of this scale, or the ones that I've done in the past year anyway. And you know what? This is just going to be attached to this bottom as well. And obviously, since it's not a full one, let's just remove some of the stuff. And this one can have a whole bunch of holes in it, I feel like. And like, that doesn't make sense. That will fly like that. Hold on, let's undo this. It's taking brain power and I'm trying to talk at the same time. It's not good. But anyway. Like, release sometime in September or late August. Honestly, it's just... I want to get it done as quickly as possible. And really, I want to work on it as much as possible. But I'm realizing my hands are not going to be very happy about me for it. Because I woke up with real bad, like, hand cramp this morning. Because I worked on it yesterday till... I was busy most of yesterday, but I still somehow was able to work on it for like, I don't know, 8 hours. Just from like 4 p.m. to midnight without a proper break. So yeah, that was not great. But yeah, I felt it this morning, especially also in my neck, because like I've been staring down at a tablet. So I need to maybe slow down. So like I said, the beginning was like denial of it being such a big project. Like, no, it's not that big. It's not that many frames. And that was kind of like the sketch phase where I wasn't even really looking back at the frames. I was just adding to them. And during the line art phase, it was kind of like bargaining and just kind of like, yeah, if I do this much in these days, then I could do that in those days, and we'll be fine. It's going to work out, totally. It's going to work out. What other stages of grief are there? Oh, anger. I was frustrated at myself for making all those different frames. So many frames. I've deleted quite a few now, actually, that are unnecessary. So we were over 100 at some point, but I've deleted a few that I didn't need to really do. And even after like doing the line art of them, which means I'm already probably 1 hour in on those frames, it's like, I don't really want to add to that. Don't really want to add to it. I'm going to now alpha lock these and give them a bit of texture. And then it was depression, where I was just like, I'm never going to finish this. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. I'm so frustrated that it's taking so long. And now it's just kind of become acceptance, where like, you know what, it'll take as long as it takes. It might take till September. I'm like not home the first half of September, so I won't be able to work on it. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to burn myself out. And that's exactly like, that was my thought, because I start uni at the end of September and I don't want to burn myself out before uni, right? That would be like the worst thing that I could do. So I just really need to take it easy for my own sake. So I'm not going to kind of stress through this whole animatic. I'm just going to take it as it comes, color here and there. So it's probably going to take longer than I first anticipated. But for my own sake, I can't. It's not one of those things that I can just push through for a week and then just get it done. Because like I was literally in the bargaining phase. I was doing the maths on how many hours I'd have to work a day. I literally did the maths at some point. Like, you know what? Thinking like, if this takes 150 hours, because the previous animatics took like 130 each, so 150 hours is very, very generous. Then like, if it takes 150 hours and I work on it for 15 hours a day, which is stupid times. Why does it sound like you with a very long essay for uni? Oh dear. At least this is something that I want to do and I'm doing voluntarily, I guess. But yeah, it's just... I kind of like... I was like, at some point even doing the math, like, okay, I'd have to work on that for 15 hours a day for 10 days, like, not even counting lunch breaks and other stuff that I have to do, because I can't spend that much time just on this animatic in a day, because I've got other responsibilities, right? And it's just a case of like, I realised, nah, this is not going to work out. So I'm afraid it'll take as long as it takes, but I'm diligently working on it, and I'm really hyped to show you guys and share it with you guys. But yeah, it might take a bit longer than I first anticipated. I might do a bit of erasing at the edges here, because it still looks a bit like not torn up. How do I keep motivation with this for such a long project? I'll tell you what, the hardest part for me, I just really enjoy colouring, right? I love colouring out stuff and rendering drawings. If that could be my job, I'd love it. It's the sketch part that is where I usually lose motivation. And I just have to push through that part and like listen to the songs while watching the animatic again and again and stuff. It's already also usually at that point where I kind of get sick of the song, depending on what song I have. Very few songs stay in my playlist after I've done an animatic to them. I think Little Lion Man stayed in my playlist, and Youth from Daughter, which was my very, very first animatic. All That You Are stayed in my playlist, but I've kind of been sick of it. I've kind of skipped it quite a bit recently, because that was the last animatic I did. Yeah, I only do animatics to songs that I actually enjoy. But I listen to the songs so often when doing the animatic that, yeah. But I keep motivation because I just kind of like imagine what it'll look like at the end. And with every step, it just looks more and more epic. And it's especially cool, like having like you guys there to motivate me, because I'm sharing the process with you guys, and you're also as hyped as I am with this project, and you also enjoyed the series like I did, and that helps a lot as well. Usually a make or break for an animatic, whether I'm going to do it or not, does come in the planning phase where it's like, okay, what do I put where? What sketches, what drawings do I put where? The thumbnail planning phase. So, yeah. I just need to push through. And now I've done all the sketching and the line art. The line art is also kind of a soulless job. So now it's just colouring, and that's the brainless work. So I can kind of like be thinking of other stuff and be chatting with people or listening to music or watching series alongside that. And that's usually the one that just wrecks my hand, to be fair. That's the phase that just wrecks my hand because it's just such a monotonous task that I can be at it for hours on end. And not really think about my poor wrist. And that's what I felt yesterday. Because, yeah, lots. Where do you come from? You came from there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I did actually almost want to take a break from drawing today. And I took the morning off. I didn't do any drawing in the morning. But then kind of like during lunchtime, I took my iPad downstairs with me. And then I just ended up sat on the sofa colouring. Because again, it's very easy to just fall into it and do like, oh, I'll just do like 15 minutes of colouring here. And then like 3 hours later. So yeah, I was planning this evening to do this stream. But otherwise I didn't really want to draw today to give myself a break. But I obviously don't listen to myself. I just really want to work on it. That's my problem. I really want to continue progress. Right, let's get a bit of more detail on this ship. Hull of ship. That's what we'll call that group. And let's see. We've got a couple of lines, kind of like contour lines. Right, we'll get another colour out here. How's that? Yeah, nice colour. So, top part is definitely... I think I'm just going to kind of add contour lines, like I said. And then we'll do the shading and the texturing. I feel like I need a planks brush. I need a brush that'll just make planks for me because I feel like I'm drawing planks like all the time. Or like a brick brush in my style, that would also be great. Maybe I should make those one day because it's something that I make all the time, use all the time, do all the time, all the time words. Yeah. And then, hold on, what kind of perspective are we going for? Like up here? Do we see in the inside of the boat? I feel like the angle that we're at, it doesn't work. Animatic, uh-oh. Don't think I've heard it. I'm going to write that down on my notes as well, because I do love me some animatics that I don't know. Uh-oh. Bye. I'm not going to even try and pronounce that name because I know I'm going to butcher it. Two. Animatic. After every stream, I kind of just go through my list. Sounds similar to a large MC project because it will probably only happen if you can get through the planning and motivation phase without getting distracted. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the phase that usually takes like the most brain power, the planning. And it's something that can somehow only do like in the late evening. It's like it has to have passed 9 PM for me to find the motivation to do this kind of thing. And I used to do it through like little thumbnail sketches in a sketchbook, but that didn't really work out for me because then I felt like I was like I was constricting myself to those thumbnail sketches and I'd have to use that composition and everything. And trying to think of like the entire composition of the entire animatic in one go is tricky. At best. So like that would be a big contributor to how I'd lose motivation. But what I started doing is I started writing down the lyrics and then writing notes to the lyrics, like what I could put there at that time. And that's like been so much better because then I can look at that lyric and think, okay, that was the idea of what I wanted to show. How can I make this look? What kind of positions can these characters be in? What can they be doing? Or how can they be interacting with each other? I've just knocked my microphone again. Why does my microphone keep like edging downwards? I put it really high up so that I can... I've just knocked it again. Wow, wow. Put it really high up so that I can properly talk into it. Posture check. Oh, I'm gremlin. I shall sit up. Oh my gosh. I've just rolled over my foot with my chair. Oh, I blame you, Ellie. It's your fault. You should have left me my gremlin posture. Yeah. I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but with note taking, it's a lot better because I can then figure that out on when it comes to actually drawing the own thing. No worries, it's my fault. I'm just a goof. Right, do we want to have this rope ladder kind of dangling like that? It's a bit weird. I might get like a lighter brown. Kind of like that. I will get rid of the sketch layer just to get a bit of... Ooh, look at those lines. They're so... we love lines like that. No, they're awful. Oh, I will correct them a little bit. Just have that ladder kind of like... floating in the wind. It will totally make sense. Lines. I talk about my animatic making process a lot on stream. I guess it's because it's a big part of the streams. Me making animatics. And people ask it quite a bit. But everyone has their own process of doing things, whatever works for them. Oh, that's incredibly flat. How about no? Also, for some reason, really wide. Let's try that again. Kind of like reminds me of Etho's bandana that floats away in the wind. Is that better? I'm going to make a new layer for this so that I can erase it properly. Well, what I am going to do before I do that is just improve these lines because look at how wonky and uneven. It's just yuck. I didn't even colour that out. Hello? Wrong layer. That layer's the one we want. It's such a mess. There we go-ish. I feel like this needs to curve a bit more with the rest of the ship. In fact, I feel like the entire ship needs to curve a bit more. Let's just chop a bit off the top there. And then what we will do is add like some dimension to it. So like these are actual wooden boards kind of poking out. Make the things smaller to make them more square. Like that, I guess. There we go. Little details like that will go a long way. Right there. Good. I'll add some line art later. Like we always do. Sorry, what was I thinking when I did that? There we go. Kind of these kind of contours of the ship helping a lot with the shape. Understanding the shape of it. Oh wow, look at the clear edge that this one has. Clean edge. Yikes. I was definitely paying attention when doing the building. I actually think I got distracted. I actually think like it was part of the idea that I don't go for it completely yet. Oh well. Right. Does look a bit weird. Why does that look a bit weird? Maybe because I haven't shaded it very well. We'll get to it at some point. I have definitely not done this one very well. Okay. Right. How are we feeling on how the lines look? I think that's okay. Right. Should we go back to the ladder then? I go up, I go down. I just want to get this more flowing. There we go. Right, let's try the ladder again. And we'll clipping mask. I think we don't have to clipping mask it, actually. We don't have to clipping mask it. Get like that color, was it? Yeah. So like the wind would kind of make it. I feel like we'd go apart more at the end. Sort of like that. And then kind of like that. Do we even want a ladder is the question. But then I guess it's kind of a homage to ladders himself. Yeah, I think the relationship needs ladders, doesn't it? Are the ladders broken though? Is the next question. Are they? Sort of like hanging off. Like flailing about because of the fire. That's my thought. I guess. Well, the ladder is on fire, yes. The ship burns, even the ladder burns. Does that look weird that like I guess this would have to like twist this way from the weight. And probably actually not work like that, but more like bend this way. Sort of like that. So even still looks like a ladder. Ah! Weird shape. We'll just leave it at that. It's still understandable as a ladder, and we'll just like break maybe this one as well. I need a smaller brush for this. There we go. Still too thick. Kind of like that. I'm going to duplicate that to make it more solid. We'll shade it later. How are we feeling for like the general colours and shading of the ship? It's looking a little bit empty, but that's because the flames have basically taken over everything. At least that's the idea. I'm thinking we're okay. Should we add some texturing and shading then? We'll just multiply this layer. Get ourselves like a purple or a dark blue. Not even dark. Yeah, good. Good enough for me. Maybe slightly more towards the pink. Right. We'll do a bit of general shading. And then we'll add the texture. Let's just get a bit of a gradient up there. I'll start that again. I'm not really helping the shape of the boat. No. Sort of like that. Hiya, Beanie Cheap. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Sort of like that. We're doing a burning ship. Aloha. In case anyone's wondering, the ahalo aha that we have, like a greeting, or ahadios, that's still from the aha from Last Life. That's kind of like we started like the whole hydrator thing, and that came along with it, or the aha. And it's just kind of stuck around since then. It's kind of stuck around. Right, I'm going to use a smaller brush for a little bit of line art, and I'm going to texture a little bit of texture color, make it look like there's planks here. Try and follow the shape of the ship. sort of like that. I'm going to try and keep it consistent. This takes brain power again. Anything that takes brain power and I'm just quiet. Just going to have to bear with me while I try and figure stuff out. It's very light. I might duplicate... is it worth duplicating the layer? I don't know. Sort of like that. Aloha? Aloha? Yeah. And adios. So we're very multilingual here. We've got some Hawaiian, we've got some... Adios. Is that Spanish? Yeah, right. Muchas gracias, adios. Yeah, that's Spanish, right? And we have the German singing and goodness knows what other language tangents we go on most of the time. Oh, and obviously, yeah, there's a little bit of English in here. Just a bit. Just every now and again, we have a bit of, English speaking in this Twitch chat. Doesn't happen very often, though, so I don't know why I'm mentioning it. Trying to make these lines a bit more visible. And then we'll, like, sporadically add some vertical lines, just to kind of show the, like, where the planks divide. Two planks, I guess. Sort of like that. Yeah? It's kind of visible. Well, we still haven't done the fire. Still haven't done the fire. I feel like I'm maybe getting quicker at doing fires. The previous fire took forever. Well, the fire of the ranch took forever. But now I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm hoping that this one won't take as long. I mean, the Spiky Fort one didn't take too long. Let's add a couple of lines here and there. Sometimes it doesn't register. Well, I'm way too fine on my usage of my pen. That's probably the case. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. There and there. Yeah, I can tell it's made out of planks. Oh, we got another stretch. Or not another stretch, we've got a stretch. That's a good idea. I'm gonna stretch my hand. Massage my hand a bit. Problem is, like, I'm real bad where I'm like, okay, I'll take a break. You're keeping me healthy, thank you. I think I'll take a break for like this time and I'll get on with other stuff. And then I'm incredibly productive on those other stuff so that I finish that other stuff. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'll draw. It's real bad. Bum, 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 bum. Right, I did say I was going to do a bit of line art here, but most of the contouring of the ship is actually on this one. So I'll just multiply. How will it look if I multiply like that over there? Which do we prefer? It does add... Hello? It does add like the shading to the planks as well. Maybe wanted to... No, we're gonna try and get as fewer layers in here as possible. I might have to do a bit of erasing, but that's fine. Ooh, that's not a good eraser to have in this kind of painting. Have I been erasing that with that brush? I've been erasing with that brush all this time. Okay, well done. So we'll just have like this interior area here be just very dark. We don't care about that area. And then line art. Slightly, just like very discreet line art. Just to make it feel like it has an edge. I guess in this case we could do a bit more detail. With the line art, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Sort of like that. Ooh. Right, I think when it comes to shading like the lower parts of these beams, question is, what beam goes over which beam? I think this will go horizontal over the vertical. That makes more sense to me. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it totally doesn't. It totally doesn't. Really, very much doesn't. So we'll do this. This way around. We'll erase the shade. The shading? The shades. The shadows there. Speaking of shades, I did a lot of colouring of Rendog today. And goodness me, the dude has so many details in his like outfit and stuff. Where it's like, I realised every time that I was colouring him that I'd forgotten a detail of his outfit somewhere. Like, oh, I've forgotten, sorry, I haven't drawn his beard this time. Or no, I haven't even drawn him with glasses. And I haven't drawn the what they call the suspenders on like his shirt. And I realised afterwards that I didn't even make, I drew his Hawaiian shirt not like as a loose shirt as unbuttoned but buttoned up, so I'm just keeping it that way now. There's nothing you can do about it. I've confused myself with the shading here, I'm gonna be honest. So that goes over there, so that means that has to go over there, but the lower part doesn't. What am I doing? What am I doing? Maybe I just break it off here, and that part's like further forward. Maybe that's how it works. You see my Ren? I guess maybe we can have a little tiny spoiler of a frame that I've already coloured out of Ren's. Hold on, let's see. What kind of Ren? I almost pressed the end stream button there. Let's hope this works. Because it didn't work last time. What kind of little Rendog frame do we have? This is a fairly neutral frame. I haven't coloured in Martin yet. But... oh, dudes! This is even one where I've actually forgotten something. Here we have Ren. Puppy eyes. I haven't even coloured in his glasses. I haven't even gotten that far. This is another one where I forgot it. Ren diggity dog. I've kind of... I didn't ever draw him very much in previous animatics. And I feel bad for it, because I think he's a cool dude. Generally, this animatic is like... It shows so many of the characters. Hello, did I go twice? It shows so many of the characters, and like in a lot of the time. So there's not like a character where you only see them like once in the entire animatic. They each have their time to shine, and I put a lot of weight on that, and a lot of it was very important to me. So yeah, I actually forgot to do his sunglasses there. So yeah, we have a frame with Ren and Martin just, you know, kind of boring, staring off into the distance. I'm going to be honest. It's one of those boring frames that I'll probably... it'll have interesting lighting. I won't tell you what situation this is, but it'll have interesting lighting. The Ren glasses could do with a bit more shading. Hello? Just an itty little bit. But yeah, there's an example of stuff that I haven't done properly. Okay, that's your spoilers for today. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's all you're gonna get. Little trickles of spoilerage. Right, where's the frame that we're doing? There's the frame that we're doing. I am gonna quickly I'm gonna have to do this quickly. We'll just do it on this layer. Yay, spoilers. We like spoilers here. Oh, hello. Oh, it's because the layer's really desaturated. We'll do it on this layer then. BRB. Because as I announced it, that coffee went right through me. I need to take a little bathroom break. Oh, darn it. I didn't put it on again. That would have been awkward. Just leave you guys with a black screen. You guys behave and chat then while I'm gone. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to go refill my water bottle actually while I'm here. I just realised, yeah. 3 AM Discord spoilers for the animatic. Honestly, in my current state, in my sleep schedule, like where I'm only going to bed at midnight, or I'm only feeling tired to go to bed at midnight, and for some reason waking up at 6 AM all the same because I can't sleep, it's actually quite probable that I might even be awake at 3 AM at some point. But yeah. I've teased many times before, for those of you that don't know. I love how Ellie's raced to the loo already and I'm just still here. I've teased many times before that I might just hop in to a Discord call without anyone being in the Discord call. And this is on the Everyone Discord, by the way. If you're interested in the Everyone Discord, just type !Discord in the chat and it'll show you a link to the Everyone Discord where we're a cool community. But anyway, that's not the point. I have teased before that like I'll just sit in a VC at 3 a.m. my time and just very sleepily give spoilers for whatever I'm working on. And if someone happens to see me in the VC at 3 a.m. Central European time, then they'll get all the spoilers that they want. But who knows? Maybe I've already done it and no one found out. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, be right back. Give me a second. It is stuffy in my room. I gotta open a window. Give me a second. I opened the balcony door, not much of a window. And headphones on. And there we go. Undo the BRB, because we are back. Okay. Where were we? We were doing stuff. I need to put my glove back on. Have you guys listened to Gideon's Double Life song? Because it has been living in my brain rent-free. Someone shared it in the Discord a couple of days ago. And I've unironically added it to my playlist. I love it. It's got really interesting, like, whatchamacallit? Beats, I guess. You know, I've just realised I've forgotten the portholes. Man in the Clouds one, yeah. To be soul-bound, to be stuck with the man in the clouds. Oh, so good, hearts dropping. So good. Cool, Ellie. Take that as an achievement. Good for you. Where are we? We're in the hull of the ship and we're shading that out right at the moment, aren't we? HCBBS? I haven't listened to that one. I've listened to the Sewer Cats one. I think I'm just, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make 2 black holes to nothingness. That's all the shading that these 2 portholes are going to get. Maybe add like a glow on the inside, because obviously the fire's also... Ooh, flames coming out of the portholes. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I heard the one about Ren the King as well. It's also quite good. He's popping off at the moment. And good for him. Deserves it. Do. Right. I've got the wrong brush and everything's just wrong at the moment for this kind of drawing. So let me just refigure everything. Eraser, that's fine. Color is fine. Okay, we're back. We're back. You've got a really interesting, like... You kind of think you know what's going to happen. Hello? Good. kind of think you know what's going to happen in the song, like beat-wise or melody-wise. But he just throws you on a full 180. And like, oh, I wasn't expecting the melody to go that way. It's just so satisfying because so many songs are just predictable like that. And predictable songs are just boring. I don't like predictable songs. Just wondering how... Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this wood works here, but it's just that's just gonna be how it is. I don't know how Joel intended for the logs to be. No, that doesn't make sense anyway. So that's some rudimentary shading for now. I'm gonna shade the masts as well. And then I say we add some flames, eh? Shall we maybe set this ship alight? Have the ship that burn. You know what I actually have to do? I need to shade the I was gonna say the staircase, wow. The ladder as well. Clipping mask. It's gonna annoy me otherwise. We'll kind of do rudimentary shading and then we'll do line arting, but like tiny line arting because this is a tiny thing. To be soulbound, to be stuck with a man in the clouds. It's been on repeat for a week. Or however long it's been out, and it was shared in the Evan Discord. I will remember the masts, yes. I will shade the masts, no worry. There are some strings that maybe I should also add in hindsight. Ropes, I guess, not strings. Strings may be a bit frail for what a ship needs them to be able to do. Maybe they'd break a bit too easily. Whenever you heave and hoe. You heave and hoe the strings and they just snap. And then you've got a flying mast flailing everywhere. Not fun. Not a fun experience. Not being in control of your mast. In a storm. Yeah. I spent a couple of years back. I spent a week on a tall sail ship, with I think 3 masts. Remember, I climbed 2 of the 3. I think there were 3. But it was a really stormy week. It was like one of the worst they'd had in years and years and years. So I got really seasick. But it was also like such an experience where the ship was almost. Was really like, I had a porthole next to my bed. I was very thankful for it because I think I'd have been more seasick if I didn't have it. But at some point that porthole was underwater because it was just so stormy. And I had a really weird shift as well because we'd always work in shifts, and my shift went from midday to 4 p.m. and from midnight to 4 a.m. So that was interesting. I'd definitely do it again in hopes of not being there in a storm. Thought of something based on the life series. Griefing was allowed on Hermitcraft. Scar would burn everything. Oh my gosh. Oh. But then again, Scar also doesn't really build hugely massive, gorgeous things like he does on Hermitcraft. I guess he did Magical Mountain. But yeah, he's not much of a builder in the life series. Oh, why did I do that? I did not mean to zoom out all the way. Scar's just a different breed when he's in the life series, let's be honest. I feel like that just kind of merges into the background. So either I make the base color lighter. That might be the play here. Because I'm concerned that the ladder will just merge in with the background. I don't want it to do that. No, thank you. Sort of like that? How's that? Yeah, well that'll still be visible. Need more 5 a.m. Pearl? I'm sure if we get another life series, I'll kind of do it about around that time in the morning. I mean, MCC Pearl is a 5 a.m. Pearl, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct in assuming that? Or any Australian playing in MCC, it's a 5 a.m. Australian. Feel bad for them, but yeah. Because it is European evening. Okay. What are we doing next? Are we doing flames? Oh, masts. Masts. I remember, don't worry. It's all good. Clipping mask. And multiply. I don't think I'll shade the sails. Because I don't want to. No, because there's going to be a lot of flames intertwined with them. So, yeah, no. we can do the shading of the things later. What are they called? Sails. Sails later. They do need maybe potentially a little bit of line art. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to the Why is the pencil lagging? That's annoying me. That was good. When we get round to the fire and how it reacts to everything, I'm gonna add like a bit of like force detail here almost. I don't really want to erase and then figure out how the mask goes through and all that. And yeah, I'm just gonna have some shading bits and pretend that they're see-through. Maybe they're just designed on the outside. Could totally be the case. Okay. Maybe he doesn't burn stuff on Hermitcraft because he has the best. Yeah, they have it good. They have it good on Hermitcraft. Mask. Gosh, I feel like the hermits would be shocked if they experienced Scar. Although with him being I feel like, did I? Hold on a second. Clipping mask you. Go back to this mast. Did I do this in the right colour? Oh, apparently I did. Oh. Crisis averted, I guess. But he goes insane for lack of building. Green thrives from chaos. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I think I need to decrease the amount of layers here, which is scary. I might have to combine the ground into one layer. Because there's a lot of stuff there. Grounds. It's gonna annoy me. Ground. Yeah, it's too many layers here. Right, that might help with the slight lag, because if I'm trying to do clean lines, then lag is not going to help. Lag is going to be such a hindrance if that's the case. Maybe before doing line arting, just a bit of shading. Here I am trying to shade the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm going to shade the top of these. I think because the light's coming from the bottom, aka the fire. Scar starts burning things on Hermitcraft, act like in the live series. I think Mr. would quit his job again. Yeah, bless him. He's a handful. I think Scar's a handful on the live series. I think out of all the people, Scar is the most unrecognizable in all the different series. I think it just comes from his experience of like being first Red Life and Third Life, and then just like it went from there kind of thing. It just went downhill from there. Downhill, uphill, however. If you enjoy Last Life Scar or Life Series Scar, good for you. But to be fair, in Double Life, it's like he was trying to find a bit of peace in the chaos. Now you see, this layer here, what colour is this when I normalise it? Yeah, that's a different colour than what we had otherwise. No? Just me? That's the colour we've been shading with. Okay, well, it's the correct colour now. There's enough to deal with green. Putting Civil War every season, yeah. Grieving. Out of the server needs a canonical break. Bless. Yeah. Well, he's kind of got Ren to take care of the server at the moment, so it's kind of what we need. Right, let's get rid of the sketch layer. Okay, how are we feeling about adding some flames to this? I'm wondering now how to do it, because I'll have to have like 3 layers of flames, maybe even 4. Let's just think. Let's think this through a little bit. I'm going to put one in between the masts, because I think that will look quite cool. Do we have a really bright orange? Yeah, apparently Cleo's hair now is the canonical fire colour. Which is kind of very, yes, burning basket. It's very fitting for her, actually. So, we're using this brush for it. And basically, like, we have the wind coming this way. So we kind of have to have flames also following that pattern. I feel like the bulk of the fire could be in this layer here. I'm just going to make big shapes. We can erase from the shapes. I wonder, I kind of want to keep it separate from the other two, like in style. Because the other two, there was one slightly more... I'm just going to quickly insert the images in here so we have the references. Give me a second. I might have to take a picture of the other one. Yo, oh my gosh. I kind of... I feel like I could use... Yeah, hold on. I'll share this in a second. I need to quickly first get the other image in there. Or just a screenshot. It's fine. And then we'll just insert it in there. We're good. It's all good. Insert a photo. There we go. Almost press the end stream button again. There we go. So we have a couple of burnings here. And if we compare them, let's just put these to the top. We have far more like... I've just made them kind of go the same way this time. Just so that we have... Oh, hello, this is a mess. It's lagging. So. This one's far more like... I feel like the ranch one is far more like wind-driven. This one's kind of not really as windy. But it's more saturated. It's almost like it's hotter. I think X will just hope that... What is this? Ren taking over. Yeah? I mean, X himself isn't really like a headship figure. Just more like a symbolic one. It's not like it... it's hotter, yeah. I'm just thinking how I can like change the style for this fire. There are a lot more smaller spouts here than there were here. I guess these were bigger shapes. I feel like, of all 3, maybe the one that we're doing here could be the most, like, wind-driven one. Did I delete? Oh, I deleted the fire layer. Oh well. It could be, like, really be getting taken by the wind so that you can, like, have flames over here as well. Let's just get rid of all the reference layers. Tell you what, I'm gonna put all the reference layers into one layer. Because we really shouldn't be having too many layers here. Yep. There we go. Oh, hello. There we go. Really don't need that fire layer. Yeah. So. Green is definitely going to start revolution. Defo, there's no question about it. It just kind of... well, either he gets back from Ghana and, like, the whole king thing will... Although, no, Ren's, like, server quests are pretty awesome. Right, so I'm thinking we have, like, a whole bunch of movement in these flames. So, like, you actually see them, like, burning this way as well. Almost like it's on a wave. You believe in Grian? Ah, nah, he's too weak. He's too weak. I also kind of want to see a Green Doc team up, because Doc was very audible about his distaste for monarchy as soon as it was instated. I kind of want a Doc Green team up in this revolution thingy. So I'm gonna kind of build like a big shape here. Resisting. Technically Green has started a resistance about resisting. I guess. Oh bless. Like every time resisting spelled differently. I'm gonna put this behind all the masts just so that we have like the masts in view while we have this fire going on. And I'm gonna restart. It sometimes takes me like a couple of goes to get the shaping okay, or like the direction it's blowing in. I might make it an incredibly like horizontal, almost horizontal fire here, and then play around with liquefy with it. Because obviously this doesn't actually have to be the shape of the fire. I can always add or subtract to it from it. Add to it, subtract from it. English hard. Just randomly start hanging out with Green and slowly corrupted. Yeah. All that I think someone has to do is express their distaste for the monarchy in front of Green. Green's like, yes, let's go. Yeah, he was distasteful for communism. This is too much of a shape. Try that again. Maybe I should do more of a sketch first and then color out the sketch. And the castle will rain fire. True. Honestly, Green and Doc I'm just staring at this ship, and the first thing that came to mind was the relationship. No, in a partnership is a terrifying thought to have, but also incredibly exciting. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the two main people of the Civil War on opposing sides, they kind of teamed up for the Turf War. Why is he known for making a resistance there? Okay, so he's known for starting conflict, mainly. He started the Turf War resistance back in season, what, 7, was it? And that was just to oppose government in the form of Scar, who was the mayor back then. So this is too much shaping. I'll get rid of this spout of fire. Maybe just add smaller spouts. He's opposed to government, and he started a revolution about really stupid things that he didn't really care about. It was about the principle. He started placing mycelium everywhere, whereas no one really liked the mycelium. But yeah, it's about the principle, because Scar was flaunting his diamonds collected from the hermits. What does that sound like? Does that sound familiar? Sounds familiar. Watch Doc figure out how to cheese giant cast targeting. I figure out to prioritize genocide. I wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him. Just generally with like Doc's game-breaking things, it must be terrifying to have him like on opposing sides of you. We got some fun. This is still kind of the sketch. I don't know why I'm building this out so much. You missed some things? Okay, right then. Let me catch you up. So, in season 6, there was this prank war that went on that kind of started out with this whole bunch of silly pranks. And one prank led to another, and it pulled in a whole bunch of people, right? On one side you had Team Star, which was Exuma, Wells Knight, False Symmetry, Impulse, Rendog, and Doc? Did I already say Doc? And Exuma. Did I say Exuma? Anyway, those dudes. And on the other side you had the G team. You can obviously imagine who was in the G team. Led by Green, and it was kind of like Green versus Doc very much in this war. And yeah, I was kind of going through the Hermit Gang, the Hermit Gang people, like whenever who speaks. I think I replaced Doc with Exuma for some reason at the start. But yeah, Team G had like Grian, Iskal, Stress, Cleo, I think Joe, but he was kind of neutral, kind of playing both sides. We had who else do we have? Who else do we have in Team G? Jevin, Tango, why would you betray me? Now I scope a Zaman. Better run from cover from all the gas balls that I've been taming. I've been watching Impulse streams a lot, which means I've been listening to Hermit Gang a lot. Who else was on the G team? Have I missed anyone on the G team? We had Mumbo, who played a very funny role. He was a mole, but like a triple quadruple agent. So many quadruple, quintupleness, where he didn't even know what his side he was on in the end. So he was a mole on the inside. Don't ask me what side he was on in the end. I think he was on Green's side. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a fun mess. It was a good time. And then you had Cub and Scar, who were part of the Convex back then, and they tried to make a profit out of it. Like war profiteers. Trying to kind of create a fire shape. Now I'm going to divide this into like 3 different layers. And kind of move the layers about. So this would be like the middle part. Maybe I'll erase a little bit more there. The real winners were the Convex. Yeah, true. So, and that war kind of like ended up with a big like battle. It was like a capture the flag type of battle. I've been rewatching it recently. It's so fun. I definitely recommend it. Rewatching like at least someone's perspective on it, or watching someone's perspective on it. Season 6 prank war. I'm sure if you give that in the Hermitcraft Season 6 prank war, type that into YouTube, something interesting will come. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was like one of the first major conflicts that the server had ever had, and that's where Green got his whatchamacallit. That's where he became renowned for creating conflict on the server. And then in Season 7, there was a whole like election for becoming mayor, and I think even Green orchestrated that as well. He wanted Mumbo to become mayor, but he didn't in the end. Green orchestrated that as well, and Scar won the mayoral election. And their whole shopping district back then was on the Mycelian Island, so like one of Scar's main things was that he his main like point in his campaign, that he would turn the mycelium into dirt. He promised to do that, make the shopping district pretty. But like he made an entire throne out of the Hermit's diamonds. He started being like a bit corrupt. And so Green started a resistance called the Mycelium Resistance, and their whole thing was that they replaced the mycelium on the island. They were trying to rescue the dying mushroom species or whatever it was. Yeah, Green fought back. I mean, I don't know if this was a reason for Green attacking Doc in the prank war, but also like Doc had the stock exchange, it's like a stock exchange bank with Ren, I think, back in Season 6. So that's also kind of like an authoritative figure. So yeah, Green's just known to have problems with authoritative figures. It's better than a bedtime story. I started watching Hermitcraft in Season 6 when Green joined, so I've been there for a lot of like popular times, I think, because I think a lot of people learned about Hermitcraft and started watching Hermitcraft when Green joined, and like all the stuff that he brought to the server. Any other conflicts that Green has created? I don't know. Yeah, there was a whole underground resistance. It was a lot of fun when it came to the turf war. Don't ask me. And then you had like the Hermit Environmental Protection Agency, which is what Scar created, because obviously the mycelium was some sort of infection that that had to be stilled, and then you had people on Scar's side fighting for the grass, and you had people on Green's side who were like, this is about the principle. The tree thing with Mumbo, true, the tree war. That was kind of short-lived there. With Teresa. Oh, and also, hold on. And the April Fool's thing, yeah. He's done a whole load of stuff like that. He did Tag and Teg. So he did Tag in season 6, where there was like this tag going around and you had to tag people. And he did Teg, which was season 8. And he also did the prank wars on... It was kind of like him that orchestrated the prank wars in like different shopping districts with the buy-up boat and stuff. So yeah, he's a lover of chaos. He's a lover of chaos. You know, season 8 and 9. So I wonder if I just liquefy this a bit. Sort of like that. I feel like this is just one big shape. I might move it into 2. Or just have like long flames. Just told you the history of Queen on Hermitcraft. I'm sure there's more to it that I've forgotten. But I guess those are like the big pointers. Can someone remind me who was like on HEP and who was in the Mycelium Resistance? I know like B-Dubs and Cub helped Scar a lot. I think Ren was in the Mycelium Resistance. So was Impulse? I think? I can't remember. Who was in HEP? I'm literally thinking back to an animatics that someone did, where you had the different like sides all rode up. It was very Sadist inspired, or it reminded me a lot of Sadist. Don't know if it was Sadist inspired, but had that kind of aesthetic. You had like the different teams lined up. Can't remember. I think False was in HEP, Hermit Environmental Protection. Oh, and also you had like the you also had like a lesser known resistance going on, which were the Podzol guys. I think that was like, what was it? Hypno and Beef? That was fun. Oh, fire. I like that spout. I like that spout of fire. Right, let's try and figure out the others. I'm thinking, we don't really need one, like, at the front of the ship here. It's a hidden layer that I've selected. Oh, yeah. Don't really need one at the front of the ship here. I think we can maybe get away with 2. There's really good mycelium resistance in Dakaya art. Why? Is it an animatic? Because that might be the one that I've already watched. I'm just intrigued if that's the one that I've watched. Dakaya art? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's the one that I've watched. Oh gosh, they've done a couple. Yeah, that's the one that I watched. I recommend. It's pretty cool. Oh, where's the screen? Where's the screen? There's the screen. Yeah, no worries. I knew what you meant. So I kind of want to be able to replicate this style of fire now. So long, like, spouty flames. With these two. Okay, we'll see. Was Etho part of the Mycelium Resistance? I think he was. I think that was one of my first, like, extended experiences with Etho. Were his shenanigans in the Mycelium Resistance? Or was he playing a double agent? I can't remember. I think he was on his own side. Just kind of like... I don't know. I can't remember. I've got the Civil War semi-fresh in my brain because I've been rewatching it. And like after that I'd planned to watch the Mycelium Resistance stuff. Etho played both sides? Okay. Very much a thing that I'd imagine Etho to do. I started rewatching the Civil War when Hermitcraft was on its break, and I just didn't get very far because I decided I got like a playlist. Oh, hello. Someone's doing garden work outside. I'm gonna have to close my door. Anyway. Thought process gone. Yeah, no, I'd planned. I found like a cool playlist where it was actually every single person's video from the Civil War, so I could see all perspectives. Or like whatever I wanted to watch. I'd skip through a lot of it. But then Hermitcraft came back and I didn't have as much time to watch it. I think I need to remove the ship. Or at least the mast. For now. Just kind of reference the other flame. Okay, so this one is a lot more stretched out actually. Do I liquefy now or do I liquefy at the end? So that's kind of like stretched out more as well now. Sort of like that. That's kind of added to the shaping. Did I liquefy this one in the middle? I can't remember. Right. But yeah, the plan was after that was to rewatch the mycelium resistance stuff. And then maybe like, because I started watching Etho really late and I kind of regret that. I wanted to start watching his like Hermitcraft seasons. So, you know. Didn't have enough time in between the breaks of Hermitcraft. Considering it was a very long break as well, that was a bit... Oh well. Maybe I wasted it. Could have been watching so much more. Old seasons, I guess. Right. So, we have a bit there. What does this look like with the masts? Not bad. Not bad at all. I just got to do this back flame here. It's really getting like the big shape down. Okay, so this is not... I need to imagine like it flowing this way. We'll start erasing and then we'll see what it looks like. I might have to do some liquefying. Yeah. Just so that it has like the same movement as the rest of it. Yeah, it definitely does not have the movement that I need it to, but I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll go with flow. I'm gonna be perfectly geared out to colour and properly draw Tango's hair after all this fire action we've had in the last few streams. How about that? Right, we need to make this much more flowy, so we're going to select a very large area around it and liquefy. Maybe a bit smaller. Hold on. How about that? So yeah, it's all kind of flowing in one direction. I might want to add a little bit more like distance here. Between the flames. Kind of got more of a curve there, and what if we go in like here a bit more? It's a tweakage. How about that? Do we like that shape? I like that shape. I think that's a cool shape. And then we will start making... Ooh, hello, I've just knocked the microphone. We'll start doing some effects. There we go. Let's go glowy. Let's make it glowy. Bloom. Oh, hello, bloom. Bloom. Because they're fairly large areas, I'm going to go over them. Oh gosh, that's incredibly bright. We don't want it to be that bright. Not that bright. How about Impulse's t-shirt color? How about that? I've just been grabbing from the color palettes of the hermits or just generally the lifers that I have. Let's add a bit of highlight to it. I'm going to alpha lock it before I draw on flames that I didn't actually have on this layer. Get rid of the mask again. Might just erase like some of the areas, make it slightly more see-through. Because I always feel fire feels like it should be more see-through, but I know it isn't necessarily. It's weird. I've got weird thoughts on it. Bloom. Not too bad, not too bad. I might go darker on the edges because why not? That's the colour we had before. Darker. Just shade the fire, sure. Let's shade the source of light. This works. Don't let me forget to do the same to the other spout of fire, so that we have consistent flame burning. I should really get myself references of flames, to be honest. Whenever I do this kind of thing, but I always forget. Bloom. Oh no, wait, we need to get some highlights in there. What was it? Impulse's t-shirt color, right? And then we do a bit of highlightage. Very light though. Oh, alpha lock definitely. Okay. Was it Impulse's t-shirt color? I feel like that's a bit of a weird color right now, but I guess we'll bloom it a little bit better. It'll look better in the morning. Let's hope the bloom makes it look better. Yeah, it's more consistent with the rest. And then we'll grab this colour again. Shade some of the edges. It'd be an idea to actually highlight some edges so that you can tell that this fire is like in front of the other fire. I should maybe add a bit of fire to like the lower parts, more details. I might actually attach that to the ship itself. Like obviously have some of the sails burning and stuff like that. Right, let's grab the lightest colour we can here. And add a bit of highlightage in some places. You still need to Gaussian blur the background, so we have more of a Gaussian blur and bloom. We have a good amount of glow from the fire, I guess. I feel like I'm getting quicker at doing fires. I guess since I've been doing them as often as I have recently, it makes sense. It would be a bit awkward if I just got worse after drawing more fires. Like, I should probably just stop drawing fires altogether if I'm getting worse. We'll add more details of like sparks of fire, some particles, some smoke. You know how it is. You know how it be. Yeah, the ship is very much alight right now. I feel like this front layer of fire should be like less, or maybe no, an add layer, an overlay screen overlay. If we overlay it, oh my word, that is so saturated. And then like lower the opacity. I need to find a different. Obviously my thing's not... Lighter colour would work. Add is too bright. Yeah, definitely. A lot of fire in Double Life. Lighter colour seems to work alright. Really merges with the background. Yeah, I think that will kind of help it a bit. I love how it just doesn't even... Hello? Lighter colour it on the mast? That's weird. I don't know how lighter colour works precisely. But it definitely, like, shows up the flags a bit more. You know, colour fire without going into the background every time you see someone do it, you're so confused? How do you mean without it going on the background? It's a thing of layers, I guess. If I were to draw on this everything on this layer, right, then we wouldn't really have the depth. I'm not quite sure what you mean by without it going in the background. Let me know if great if you could elaborate on that. And then only colouring on the fire. Only colouring on the... Oh, so like, it's called an alpha lock. It's a change that you can do. And the pin goes off fire. I think I know what you mean. It's a change that you can do where you can alpha lock a layer, which means areas that you've already coloured on. I'll give an example here. So we've got a whole new layer here, right? And I'm colouring here. And now I'm just going to go alpha lock on this layer, and you can kind of see it with this checked out background. And say I want to get like dark red on it as well with like shading. It will only draw on stuff that I've already drawn on this layer before, nowhere else. A similar way you can do it is with a clipping mask. If you add another layer on top of it and then clipping mask it, then it will also only draw in the lines. But it actually still like draws outside. If you unclipping mask it, you will still have the color outside, but it'll only use the shape of the layer beneath it. I'm guessing that's what you meant. Did I already Gaussian blur this? I don't think I did. Gaussian? Anyone let me know if I mispronounce it? I'll never know. And let's bloom. Bloom the background. We like ourselves a blooming background. Always happy to help. Might bloom a bit more. Although, with it being the lighter colour effect, that might just make it weird. We'll bloom this background and see how that changes things. I think we're okay. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-deep. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm really lacking. There's no food in the fridge. How about in the cupboards? Any food in the cupboards? Any cookies anywhere? Right. What I'm gonna do next is I'll just add little flames to the extra like mast areas and stuff. You want to eat? Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, we have so many flames, so many clear layers going on. I'm gonna have to combine these flames down. Oh, flipping heck, no, not that much. Too much. Let me just think. We don't need the sketch layers anymore. Get rid of the sketch layers. Never had cookies? You've never had cookies? Oh no. You're living a neglected life. What am I saying? It's very sad. Yeah, cookies are the best. Cookies are amazing. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna merge down the shading layers on the masts. I need to be very conservative with layers here. And then we'll see how that helps it. I'm gonna have to merge these fire layers down, I think. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite you. You like muffins? Muffins are lovely too. Muffins are nice. Right, let's add a bit of fire effects. Like slight burning bits of fire. I'm gonna go like around the edges of most like the burn marks. And then we're gonna add a glow to it. Like a really strong glow, I think. And then I'm gonna go around it again to kind of make it feel like you kind of see the charcoal, the darkness. Charcoal blackness of lighting the house again, oh dear. Of the sails where the flames have obviously already gotten it. So we'll see how this works out. I'm just testing some things out. Kind of like smaller flames going on. in certain areas. I wonder if it will be visible in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. They have their own little glow to it, and they're extra bright. I'm sure they will. Sort of like that. I'm just gonna, yeah, like I said, maybe not over the whole area. That might be a bit overbearing. We'll see. I just kind of want to look at that reference image again. Hold on. So, yeah, burning up the side of the mast is also a good idea. Like, you can kind of see the fire in the mast. If we design their cage layout. They're interior decorating. Let them. Bum 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 bum. It's taking a lot of brain power, I'm gonna be honest. Sort of like that. I think the caffeine's left me. I think that's the problem. I wish I had some coffee left. I wonder where it went. Grr. I love giving you guys like the fault of like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling rubbish because of the chug. But it was me who instated it, so I should really be being annoyed at myself. But no one's forcing you guys to do it at the same time. Reinstated? Who instated it in the first place? We didn't ever remove it to reinstate it. Little flames, spouts of fire. We like fire. You don't know it disappear? What disappear? Something disappeared. Can't remember what I was talking about. Boop. And then obviously we have to have a bit of flames kind of reaching the bottom. Nikki Halo, thank you so much for following. Gosh, that notification surprised me. Very kind of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So nice of you to hit that little button there. Nice to have you. The coffee disappeared. Aha, the coffee, yeah. Just into thin air. Went nowhere. Don't know where it went. Magically. Magic! Right. I should definitely make these flames a little bit more solid. Like better, more shapes, less sketches. Add like a bit of the erasing parts to it, so that it looks more like fire, or at least how I draw fire. Because we all know how I draw fire nowadays. You think you saw the coffee running outside? It just ran from me. Okay, bye bye coffee. It shouldn't run from me. I made it. I'm its creator, but also its consumer. So that's a bit morbid. Oop. How about that? I need to... This is kind of like testing on one mast and then we'll do it on the other. We'll see how it works. It's just kind of like a concept. Well, honestly, everything I do is a concept. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Little bit of erasing here. All that fire erasure. What an awful person I am. Okay. Chicken eating eggs. Well, I wasn't birthed from coffee, so it's not like cannibalism. Oof. I'm sitting like a gremlin again. Okay, let's see what this does if I were to bloom this up to high heavens. Let's just switch on the fire layers again so we can see like the, if we see the difference in them. Bloom, 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 bloom. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Hold on. Did I just draw on it? I just did an entire erase strip. Bloom, 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 bloom. How about that? Is that too much bloomage? I think that is bloomage enough, eh? I quite like that. It adds a real glow to it. We need to then show that glow on the masks themselves and do a bit more shading. But I'm happy with how that looks. Let's do the same for the front mast. Let's do the same here. Let's deactivate the fire layers. They're just going to get in the way. And do it again. Again! I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And then we'll have some burning embers in the thing, some particles. We do like ourselves some particles here. Any other details? Shading, like I said. Might add some silhouettes of Joel and Etho, not sure. Splitting out the windows. Ooh, true. I'll do another detail layer of like smaller fire coming out of the hull. I think, like coming from the hull. Thank you, Albie. Thank you. So much fire. It's actually quite good that I'm drawing all the fire almost like at once, because I'm getting practiced in it, and it's a lot more efficient rather than drawing it once and then kind of like not drawing it for a while. And then having to relearn how I draw fire, kind of. I might do the same with explosions. How many explosions are there in there? There's definitely one. Tango gets blown up by Creeper. There's definitely one explosion. There's two. There's two explosions. Scott at the end as well. Might do those in tandem as well so that I can figure out explosions in one go. Because I always find that's something that I always have to relearn every time that I make it, every time that I draw it. Because I kind of like had one where I drew flames for like not flames, explosions for the little lineman animatic, and I always reference that same shot every time I draw explosions because I was very happy with how it turned out, and I had a whole like tactical way of how to do it, and I wish I'd written it down because I can't remember how I did it. I'd done research on it and everything. I actually did research. So I'll just do maybe some burn holes here and there. That turned into one line. No, don't want that one line. You're floating? Oh, hold on. When we're moving stuff, I think that's a part of... Yeah, that's part of this area. Whew. And let's just add a new layer. And try that again. And we're just using this one layer to have this part. Well, balloon the flip out of you. Apply. Yeah, sure. And then we'll merge you down. Right, where were we? We were here. That's the kind of thing, like, that's the kind of the mistake where I'd be kicking myself when it comes to editing. Because, like, the bloom or the fire particles are on this layer that I'm on now, but the actual material itself is on another layer, so I couldn't really do the movement, and yeah. It would be tricky. Although the movement of the ship itself, I think I'm just going to move the fire, really. Potentially just also the flame. Oh gosh, that's just so much work. What am I doing? I can only do 8 layers in DaVinci Resolve, so I might actually be physically limited to what I can do, which is fine. Fine. I'm fine with being limited. Because otherwise I'm just going to go haywire. I'm going to go too far. Take this way too far. We're just getting started. All burned down. Got what we wanted. La da 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 da. Imagine a romantic picnic. Wonderful. Any more? Now we'll do a little bit on the the mast. I like the wood's travelling up through the cracks in the wood. The wood? The fire's travelling up through the cracks in the wood. I should be doing highlights here. Is that enough fire? I'm not sure. I'll do some ropes. I've just realised I haven't done ropes yet. I'll do some ropes in a bit and then kind of have them reflect the fire. Let's duplicate you and then see what you look like. If we bloom the flip out of you. Oh, darn it. Bloom. More bloom. About the same amount of bloomage as we have on the other one. Is that about consistent? I think it is. Yeah. Now, what does it look like with the rest of the fire? Important question. Not bad, not bad. I feel like if we get the fire to move, like imagine this, right? This is quite a long scene in comparison to the rest of like. When does this play? I think it's when be running up that road, be running up that hill. So basically, we'll have that much time to show. Just imagine like the flames moving during that time. Not exactly like that, but kind of just to give an idea of that. So cool, so cool. Right, I will merge these down. Now we will add one last bit of fire onto the hull of the ship. And then we'll start the shading. We'll do some shading. On the stuff itself. No, we don't need to clipping mask anything really. Let's get rid of some fire. I can't see with the fire. So, we were thinking of some spouts kind of escaping out of here. I don't want it to be too much. I don't really want the focus to be there. I want the focus to be on the main body of the ship and the sails and stuff. It's still a pretty whole ship, like hull-wise, to be honest. It's just currently it's just the sails that are kind of gone. Even the masts are still full, and yeah. So theoretically, I should have maybe broken off a bit more of the wood, but oh well. A bit of glowing side. Some flames looking up the side here. Might not bloom this as much as I bloomed the others. This is kind of more of flames again. I feel like these here need to be more following the wind direction that we've set for ourselves. So like that. Oh, I just realised the ladder's going the completely wrong direction with the rest of the wind. I'm too lazy to change that now. It's fine. It's fine. It's swinging back from having just swung the other direction. That's exactly what's happening. Totally my excuse. Right. Just get a reference for fire we've had what we have otherwise everywhere. So we'll do a little bit more erasing. I don't want to do too much on the whole, I'm going to be honest. It can take it too far. I want the focus to be the flames up top. So it's more just kind of like smaller ones spouting out. Bum, 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 bum. There. That's already been erased. And here. Right, let's just once again duplicate and bloom the flip out of it. Bloom. Apply. Hello. More bloom. I'm leave that as the bloom, but then I'm going to do a real big Gaussian blur on the background layer. Merge down. It again. So there we go. Right. How about some shading, eh? Now I'm thinking where we don't have flames, we have a bit more strong shading. So I'm going to actually do proper shading first. Yeah. So like, because we are at night here, where there are no flames, there is quite a bit of darkness. Quite a bit of darkness at the back of the ship here. Kind of like there. Make the shading even darker. I'm wondering if I made the background darker. Just to add to that contrast. I quite like that. Big contrast. So much contrast. Okay. And now I'm gonna add, I think, yeah, that was the most important thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to have a clipping mask layer on this and add some orange over it, much brighter, overlay. And that'll kind of place the colour on top. And it'll kind of mix with the colour underneath. Just kind of give it a hue of the colour. Glow. Just need to get it incredibly saturated. I'll do an add layer on top as well. I don't know when I went to that. Oh, to make the fire. To that brush. I need more darkness. Let's have another multiply layer. Hello, multiply. We didn't even line out this place properly. We had to fiddle around with the rock at the beginning of the stream, but I haven't touched it since. I need more texturing. I don't know. What I am going to do is I'm just going to add a whole bunch more darkness to it. Because we are at night. It is nighttime. The only thing that should be illuminating it is the fire. Do we add stars in the background? Just to make it that much more poetic. Beautiful night, but an awful burnage. I do like stars. Add a bit more shading to where the ship is. Where the ship meets the grass. It will cast pretty strong shadow where there isn't the glow of the fire. Stars! Yay! We kind of have to have that shadow follow the shape of the mountain. How about that? Do we like that? Or is that not enough? Too much? I don't know. We'll leave it at that for now. Hello. There's some dudes. I could literally just colour those two out in a full black and then give them like a low highlight. I feel like a lot of the detail from the line art is gone, so I might go over it with the line art one more time. Even like in between the flames and stuff. Have that be the top layer so you can still see the structure of the ship despite there being flames. Let's just add an add layer to this. I might just combine these layers down again afterwards. Clipping mask it. And let's get some highlights in here. That's too yellow for my liking. Sort of like that. Get a different brush. That's too much. Okay, no, we stay with the brush. Too much. Too bright, too strong. How about that? So we've kind of had the... Cool. Let's combine all these down again so we're only on one layer of the ground. Oh no! No, we don't do that. Stay the way you are. Does that work? Yeah, that worked. Cool. Sometimes it makes a fuss with all the different layers. Right, so let's get rid of all the fire layers. And I'm going to come on top. And I'm basically going to line art this. Probably not with a pure black. Let's go for more for like a warm brown. Almost like a red brown. That's also too light. And we're going to go quite small. Just so that we can still feel the structure of the ship despite all the flames and everything. And maybe on this same layer we could add the rope. I think the sails are already adequately line arted with the glowing, so I won't do that there. I'll do like this edge. So we'll then see what it looks like with the fire on. See if it ruins it or not. And then we'll figure it out. Don't let me forget the stars. I have no idea where I've already lined it or not. I should have done this a lot more planned. Right, we're going to do the hull of the ship first and we'll do the rest. Do the general outline. Start with that. I feel like my line arting of all of this is just a bit... Oh, we do still need to add an overlay layer to the ladder, so that kind of contextualizes it as well. That would be an idea. Right, let's just kind of go along the bottom here. I have no idea where the ship starts and stops and where the floor starts, but that's fine. It's all fine. Come on, there we go. This is really weird to see because I can barely see the lines that I'm making, but that's fine with most of it. Because it doesn't really need to be that visible. Just like where the fire is, just to kind of give context on how the boat runs, what the boat looks like, despite being engulfed in flames. Did I do the vertical ones yet? I don't think so. Vertical beams. Pretty sure I didn't. I'm just going to go over the ladder. I don't really care. Actually, no, I do care. That's going to stress me. Ooh, that's the one bad brush to have here. There we go. Yeah, I definitely haven't done the verticals. That's fine. Oh, I should probably line out the portholes as well. Okay. Have not done this mast yet. No, actually, I might line out the sails after all because they are also being obscured by the flames, I guess. Food for thought, food for thought. We'll figure it out. We'll see what it looks like without, and whether it's necessary. Probably will be, actually. It will also be good to keep this front sail separate from the back sail. Yeah, I think I'll have to do it. I think I'll have to go and do that. Man, I can't get this line right. There we go. Good enough. You should reach that part. And then that. But we have tangents now. Oh, tangents. The bane of each artist. And top, I haven't done anything yet. I'd be an awful line artist if I had to do precise lines. I'd be redrawing each line 20 times before I got it right. Even more. It'd be so frustrating. It'd be probably incredibly frustrating to watch as well, to be fair. Right, let's see what that looks like with all the fire on. Now, I might lower the opacity of it a bit. Yeah, I think I need to do the sails as well because they kind of just merge or get hidden by the flames. Right. Go big. I'll do very lightly. I might have to erase some of the line art. Some of it's a bit heavy-handed. That's a lot of fire. True, definitely. Very much the case. We've drawn a lot of fire in the last week or so on this channel. On this Twitch channel. I'm wrecking my brains right now going through the animatic. Apart from obviously tango scenes, I don't think there's like another big, like a big fire scene like these ones that I've had so far. I don't think there's like any really like sweeping shots anymore of stuff, bases and stuff. Funny how like all the base shots are literally just the bases on fire. That was not intentional. It's just like they were important moments in the story. Originally in one of the instrumentals, in like the first instrumental, I was thinking of maybe doing a shot of everyone's base. But that would have been like 8 bases for 7 couples, and then, you know, the divorce. Martin and Pearl had a separate base. I guess Cleo and Scott kind of did too, but they had the bridge. I'd have done the bridge for them. And there were only 6 beats, so trying to divide 8 bases by 6 beats, the ship is becoming one of the stars. True. It'll just fly into the stars. I haven't done the stars yet. I need to do the stars. But yeah. Guys. Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I have to do? I'm giving up on this line art idea. Because when I move the separate stuff of the ship, when I move the separate layers, then that's not going to work. Although I'm moving the flames. I plan to move the flames mainly. I'm going to keep it, and then I'll decide when it comes to editing whether it's... I'm going to completely keep it or not. Oh, I've just erased a whole bunch of it, haven't I? Darn it. Dang it! Annoyed with myself. Yeah, I'll decide, because I might not actually move the components of the ship, but more like the whole different the flames. The flames. Magic. Yeah, magic. Call it magic. I can't remember what stuff I've done and what I haven't. Well, it's obviously visible, but I had a system. I think I'm back on the road with the system though. I think I was at the top. Yeah, haven't done the back ones yet. I'm going to do them much lighter, lower opacity of a pen. Just trying to show them more in the distance. Could have sworn. Oh, I erased the entire thing. Yeah, I could have sworn I did that lower mast. I'm struggling with the lines for it. Ah, good times. Be a lot less heavy-handed with the back one. It'll still be visible, I think. But you'll be able to kind of hopefully tell the difference between the back sail and the front sail, because I feel like I was struggling with that. To kind of show that this sail here is further back. Right now, just this sail. It's going to be interesting because I'm probably going to have the ship move, or like at least pan across the picture, right? And then also keeping all its components moving at the same speed. I'll probably just make the exact same movements. Copy and paste the movements over on the different layers. And also having the fire doing that movement whilst also kind of doing a different movement, well, because it's moving fire. It's gonna be interesting. Juggling act of movements. Could have sworn I've done that part. Don't think I had, I guess. I just deleted it in my rage of I can't do this. Oh, have I erased? really important areas as well that I have to go over again. Why did I not undo everything before I continue drawing again? Much regret. Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new layer for this actually. And add some like white ropes. And then I'm going to colour those ropes to how other stuff look. Right. It's just a case of ropes everywhere, right? It's basically just kind of connect the dots, but like every single thing is a dot and just connects to everything. So just do everything. Bitty bitty bim. And then we go down, I guess. Here, I'm sure some things. Obviously, we have some strings let loose. I know there are some strings. I keep calling them strings. Down to the side of the ship. Always quite a few. Got the whatever it's called to climb up the ship on. Sort of like that, I guess. Like we say, some of the strings will be like loose. Stop saying strings. Ropes. I'm getting frustrated with myself now. Kind of flown off with the rest of the sails and stuff. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour it all black, just so I could see it. And I'm going to alpha lock this again, like we did before. And just kind of go ham on some of the highlights. Especially around the sail area, I feel like. No, that's the eraser, that's not going to do us any good. I'm going to have to go on a lighter orange at some point, like yellow. It's not really doing too much for us. I've gone into the eraser again. I need to stop doing that. Sort of like that. There we go. And I'm going to combine this, merge this down with the previous line art layer. Let's reactivate the flames. See how that makes us feel. I think it gives the ship a lot more context. Now before I forget, we need to do some particles. Burning embers. We love ourselves some burning embers here. And how about we do more embers than previously? I'm not going to play a lot with smoke because it's already got a dark background. We do like a whole bunch of embers on this. How do we feel about that? So we've got very different fires, despite having like 3 fires in this animatic. Or 3 like buildings burning. At different types. Depending on the material. There's all wood in here, but still. We can fantasize. Then we shall add different types of particles, because we have options now. Where is it? Fire particles. Options. That bit big, considering it's very much in the distance. Adds a bit more texture to it. Right, and we, guess what? Bloom the flip out of it. How much bloom do we want? That's probably too much. You can have too much bloom, it is possible. Oof, duplicating the layer, goodness me. Gaussian blur. How are we feeling? I might do an add layer on the ship's hull at least. Oh, darn it, we need to, hold on. We need to add like an overlay layer, or like definitely an add layer on this, on the ladder here. Hello? Can I paint? Oh, I'm on burning embers, aren't I? That's gonna go well. That'll make the... Okay, that makes the ladder a lot more visible. I'm gonna kind of do the same. I'm gonna do an add layer to the rest of the hull of the ship. I'm going to merge these two down. Right. Clipping mask and add. I often use add for highlights. Ooh. Ooh, buddy, you're struggling. How can I help you? How can I ease the pain? I do still need to do a bit of shading on the masks, otherwise I would merge down the masks. How about we do... We don't need to do any more shading, I don't think, so we'll do that. We'll add that down to each other. Can we still please clipping mask it? I'd love to. Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, it's struggling, man. I've got so many intricate layers out here. It's a bit dark for a highlight. Anyone like burning like that's what I'm looking for. That's the type of highlight I want. Every time I need to undo, it's just like, wait a moment, wait. Let me catch up. The light from coming out from the portholes reflecting nicely. Once people want to try digital drawing again, didn't go well last time. Well, you kind of just like, it'll always go better. Just start drawing, and the next drawing will be better than the first. It's a learning process. I've been digitally drawing for 8 years now. That's really weird to think about. But you learn the program. It also depends on the program that you use. You learn how to use the program to the best of your ability. You make the program work for you. I use Procreate on the iPad, by the way. Because I once tried Photoshop, and it just like, I was overwhelmed, and it did not go well for me, and in that sense you could say I'm terrible at digital art because I can't use Photoshop, but you just learn the program that you have, you learn to master it, and yeah, use it to the best of your abilities and improve your abilities along the way. My first digital art was basically just coloured in traditional drawings that I'd done, which was probably a good way to start. I started up with like a Wacom tablet where you had to look at the screen while drawing on the tablet in front of you. There wasn't like actually, so you had to disconnect between your hand and tablet, a hand and what you would, and what you couldn't look at what you were drawing, kind of thing, or you can immediately see. So that was a learning curve, but yeah. Just each drawing is going to be better than the next, and even if you have a dud drawing that is then worse than the previous one, but everyone has those kind of things. Just got to improve. Takes a long time. That is something anyone can do if they have enough conviction to do it. Right. I am merging down the add layer with the normal layer. Will that make everything look addy? Undo. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. I'll get rid of some of the flames. Annoying! Merge down these ones. And I want to shade the things a bit there. Sails a bit better. So I'm going to do a bit of multiplying. Although I feel like I should maybe use this blue. Just say have the same colour as like the background and the shadows. Try it tomorrow, you think? Awesome! Best thing I can do is inspire people to draw. Best thing that could ever happen out of anything that I do. If people also want to create. Because that's how people that I look up to inspired me and brought me further. Don't quite know how to go about this, I'm going to be honest. Maybe I shall shade with an orange overlay. Maybe an overlay layer will help. Overlay. Clipping mask. Maybe that'll do what I needed to do, because the Sails still look really flat to me, and that's problematic. Always trust the process? Yeah. You're drawing right now, you trust the process situation? Yeah. I totally get that. I'm gonna alpha lock this and maybe do some of the bits around here. Like more brighter? I don't know. Oh, wonderful. Ooh, ew. Yuck. Right, I'm gonna merge all these down. Because at least that did something. Not a lot, but at least... I'm over myself, clipping mask. Try this again. If we have a bit of a brownish shading attempt. That might be a colour that we're looking for. I think these sails need more... Did you do that for the bug? Because you killed the bug? It's the bug taking revenge from beyond the grave. Okay, we've got pristine white sails, but they're going to be charred by the flames. Add them though. Revenge from beyond the grave. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm going to merge down. It wasn't even a multiply layer, it was just a... Hello, where's the other one? There it is. It was just a normal layer, clipping mask. Try that again. Do that again. My hair keeps tickling my nose. I'm just itching. Down the rabbit hole now where I've itched my nose once, so it keeps getting itchy. It's going to be me for the rest of the evening, just scratching at my nose. Probably like maybe try and add to the shape of the masts with this. They do still look very flat. I don't quite know what shape I want them to be in is the problem. I think this one in the background could have more shading to it, just to keep it separate. Mask, there it is. So like, we'll make you visibly darker. Hello. Sort of like that, yeah. Range doesn't taste like... Yeah, I imagine it wouldn't either. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to add an overlay to each mast. No, to each sail. And just kind of add the glow, because that's still kind of missing. Or maybe an add layer. Add layer would probably be the one that we're looking for. Just a little bit of... Right there, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Get the right mast. How does the ranch's revenge taste then? I don't know. Like revenge with ranch dressing on it? Maybe? I'm going to merge all these down as well. Does that stay as cool as it is? Yep. Sometimes when you merge down layers, and you've got like some layers on a different setting than others, it just has a fit. It's just like, no, I should change how I look. Now we can add the highlights here to just definitely keep this sail separate from the one in the background. So that's pretty good. I mean, in theory, most of this sail is behind flames. I should probably deactivate the flames to see what I could... when I'm highlighting. There we go. Imagine what wardens taste like. I don't really want to imagine... Weird thought, because I haven't really decided yet in my own like, kind of canon what wardens are made of. Which I kind of have to decide fairly soon, considering I have to draw and design a warden soon. In the near future. Clipping mask. Add. Final bits of details here. But yeah. I need to decide how I want the warden to look. Someone suggested adding fur to the warden, which I do kind of like. as an idea. How do you taste like list? Is that your list? Sorry, that's completely overwhelming. Is that the list that has like Adamir at the top? My merman OC that you definitely want to eat. You want to see what Adamir's sushi tastes like. Dare you, poor sushi prince. How are we feeling? I think I'm done. Yes. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It's gonna be a faff. Oh, do we want to have silhouettes of these guys? Google does not know what wardens taste like. I love that you Googled that. Oh my gosh. I don't really fancy drawing like any kind of fleshed out characters right now. It's just going to be a bit of a mess. Do we need to be the first to find out? Ellie, you get Minecraft and I'll meet you in an ancient city. I'll watch you try and taste a warden. Oh, also a little side note on my Joel design. He's got a little ponytail. I've decided Joel needs a tiny ponytail at the back. Because we don't have enough characters with tiny little ponytails. Figure it out? We'll get there. That's an eraser. Not a happy Jolie, and we won't have a happy Etho either. Need to figure it out. Okay. Character shapes. Fun times. It's a weird one. Are they running together or are they just accepting the fate? It'd be like Gem and place a sign saying Katie will watch Shelly taste. Yeah. I need to make the ground slightly less saturated so I can see what I'm drawing. I feel like damp and sulfur. I feel like creepers would taste like sulfur. You know, because the gunpowder. We just think, what are wardens made of? They're made of souls, skulk. Maybe it tastes all like fungi. Maybe he's made. I imagine like because the skulk is kind of like some sort of disease plant thing that takes over. It reminds me a lot of like mushrooms and fungi. So maybe it tastes like mushrooms. And Etho next to him. I had canon Etho being taller, so I shall draw him taller. Also with his like cool bandana swishing the wind. No, we'll be swishing this way because the wind is swishing this way. Ha ha ha! Think about that, Katie. His head's a lot bigger than Joel's currently. I'll have to make him smaller. Minecraft's taste like. Your search histories are going to be cursed. The FBI agent watching over you is like, what? What in the world is going on with their brain? So Etho's head's much bigger, but his body is smaller. That's not going to work. Not like that. His head's still probably too big. Right, what do these guys look like? I need to down the Etho's arm looks a bit broken. If you ask me. It's taking all my concentration. Google had an answer. Like cookies. Well, Ellie, you'll have to try cookies to see what a sculpt tastes like. Does that mean the warden tastes like cookies? Hold on. I need to Google this myself. What does Minecraft... This is... My search history is going to be cursed as well. Skulk. Do you write Skulk with C or with K? Skull? Tastes like. Everything a player needs to know. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Nah, I'll do my research later. We'll leave it at that. Cookie Warden confirmed. Oh my gosh, the Warden is the Cookie Monster? Yo. Okay. Weird. Weird, but okay. Now, how these do in reference to the rest of everything? What if we then just add a bit of... I don't think I'm going to add these two, I'm going to be honest. I think they don't really add much to the drawing. I think they should be left out. We've got enough Etho and Joel content in this animatic. More towards the end of the animatic, to be fair, but still we have plenty of their content for them. Right, let's just make one final decision. Reactivate all the layers. Or yeah, they add nothing to it. I'm gonna delete them. Right. I think we're finished. Can't stay for the end of the stream. Adios. Well, we're gonna end off soon anyway. Let's get rid of all the layers that we don't need. Yeah, I think we're gonna start like also saying goodbye. It is that time of day. Do I just once again place it on the video time-lapse relay? Sure, why not? Right. Yes. We built a ship and we watched it burn. The ship burning. Burn the ship. I love how in the sketch it took me longer to get two simplified silhouettes of Etho and Joel than it got me to get the ship itself. Actually, the sketch of the ship was surprisingly quick, to be fair, compared to everything else. Green sails. We like green sails. Yeah. This is probably going to be the last, I think, burning scene that we have. I can't, off the top of my head, think of anything. I built a ship and chat tasted a warden. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, so honestly, this part is the boring part. Just filling out stuff. Let's zoom a little bit. Speed up time. Until we get to the fire part where we start really seeing the effects. Because anyone can draw shapes. Get some shading in there. But yeah, we did that today. Yeah, I'm racking my brains. I can't think of any other like fire scenes as big as this one, where it's just like a landscape and then a fire. I think honestly they're spread out all right over the animatic. We've got one. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how they spread out. I don't think we have any more landscape drawings. So probably the next one that we do on stream, the next drawing that we do on stream, is probably going to be a character drawing. Or finish on stream, I guess. So yeah, make sure you're here for that. If you want to see character drawings. I don't really know which ones I want to do on stream. Maybe we'll design we'll decide together how I want to draw a warden. That might be a thing. That might be something we do. Design the warden live. We'll see. I'm not too sure about that because that's probably something that'll take a lot of thought. Do I know when my next stream will be? I don't. But I'm really wanting to stream fairly often recently, like once every 2 days. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Because I just really want to work on this animatic. Theoretically, if we did 90 streams, we'd finish the animatic. Although I feel like some of the drawings have like 30 minutes left. They won't take much longer. They just like draw a simple background with a gradient and then just do a bit of shading on the character. There's not, some of the frames are very simple. And I won't do on stream, or we do multiple on stream or something like that. But I definitely don't want to do all the frames live streaming, because then there'll be no surprises, I guess. Frame-wise for you guys. You'll have seen all the drawings before, which I kind of want to add some sort of intrigue. And that's the drawing. That's our ship, our final ship. Compared to the, oh, we've already deleted the reference pictures. Never mind, you were fast. Welcome back. So yeah, the next one might be tomorrow, might be the day after. It depends, like, because there's some spontaneous things happening, so I might be busy, I might not be busy. But every moment I get, I will draw and I will work on the animatic, and I will stream if it's in the evening, if I've got time in the evening to do that. You grass for your guinea pigs. Feed your poor pets. Yeah, I'm just honestly wondering what the next frame will be that we could do. Dudes, I've just thought of another fire. Dude, come on. How could I forget that fire? I've got another fire frame. Should we do another fire frame next? We could do two. We could do two next, I guess. There's a whole collection of like drawings where like a scene plays out. It's a lot of drawings where not a lot of changes, but goodness me. But as I could do more fire. Each of those drawings has like lighting for fire, so that might be something we do. We might shade which fire. Oh, do I spoil it? I guess I could do. It's the log dog frog fire, where Martin and it's beautiful. Thank you, Dawn. We're just about finishing up here. Just about finishing up. It's the log dog frog fire. Aloha, Dawn. Welcome. Where Martin and Ren jumped around a fire to try and get Pearl to come to try and, was it summon Pearl? And they do. And you've got a whole bunch of dramatic lighting up against their faces. Croak the frog, pet the dog, burn the log. Exactly. Croak the frog, pet the dog, burn the log. I was in tears watching that. It really felt like, yeah. You missed that one? Martin's, it's the episode where Ren and Bigby went red. So when they went red at the end of that episode, like earlier in that episode, Martin, Pearl, and Ren formed a secret alliance of the Broken Hearts Club, and they basically summoned Pearl. They went to her tower and set like 4 logs on fire, and they tried to summon her. And basically, until she came, they ran around in circles to get this, to get her to come. And they ran in circles chanting, "Pet the dog, burn the log, croak the frog." I don't watch a series and it was hilarious. Oh, I kind of want to... I think I'm gonna do the same. I think the 5 stages of Grian would be fun to share to someone who doesn't know Double Life or hasn't watched it. That would be fun. But anyway, next stream in the next few days. Maybe, probably. Whenever I have time in the evenings. One of your favourite moments of the series? Yeah, same here. That was one of my favourite moments of the series. With much word mess up. Yeah, at some point we had burn the frog. Or burn the dog. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm stretching. I'm tired. But I'm probably going to still realistically continue colouring until midnight again, like I did yesterday. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me just quickly pop on to Twitch and have a little look-see to see if any of my friends are live. I've got too many tabs open. I'm overwhelmed. Right, Twitch. Let's have a look. Nope, it's just a little filter. So we're gonna leave it there today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I definitely did. Have watched Little Hermitcraft, so okay, well. Thank you so much for hanging out. Shame you came a little late, Dawn of Wonder there. But yeah, it was I'll see you in the VOD, Dawn. But see you in the next stream then. In the next few days, I'm up for streaming so much just to get frames of this animatic finished, because it's so motivating. It's so cool. For that kind of thing. because I'm getting progress done, and I'm also chatting to you guys and hyping about it with you guys. So yeah, it's always good fun. But anyway, adios. Yes, they learn quickly. They learn quickly. Thank you guys for spending time in this little corner of the internet. It is now time, until next time, for me to send you off into the void that is the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. You try and drag your friend next stream. Yeah, come on, buy next stream with your friend. That'd be awesome. Adios. Bye, guys.